Hello, hello, hello. So, guys, I've been sitting here for the longest and I kept trying to figure out why in the hell do I keep hearing sounds? And not, voices in my head like, Randy Orton or whatever, but sounds in the sense of like people talking. And I was just so confused. And I've been sitting here like, what the fuck is happening? And it's because I actually updated the background. Right, we got a new background and all that other shit, and I've been really getting into adding these backgrounds that move and all this other stuff. But the issue with adding the background that moves is that a lot of times they have like set sound connected to it. So long story short, I just forgot to actually take the sound off of the background. And since I forgot to take the sound off of the background, it kept playing the sound, and I just kept hearing like random people talking. And I was like, who the fuck is talking? And it was my sound. It was literally just my sound. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, I'm just waiting for the actual file to actually update, and then we can go from there. Um, We're gonna get started here in just a moment. Question for you: have you ever heard the myth that black people have? Whew, that was loud. Da-da-da-da-da. What kind of hashtag shall I use? Even when the sky comes falling, even when I got faith in my look, got yay by the beanbag, hit you from the side like a screen pass, and that red bandana is my team flag. All right, there we go. All up in your face. Terrence pushed the album back. Sorry for the wait. We on go, we on go, we on go, we on go, go, go. Man, I tell you what, fucking Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Santana Speaks for You. But on Instagram, man, those clips of my debates are doing numbers for me. They've been doing numbers for everyone else. Like there's someone who posted my debate, and with posting my debates from Jubilee in 24 hours got almost about 1 million views. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I don't even get those type of views. Okay, we're gonna get started here. Hello. Sorry guys, I'm trying to post this video. Trying to post this video before we go live. So we don't go. FYI, if you guys, I just posted the video. It's the video that I posted on YouTube and I posted on Instagram. And I'll tell you guys here first. Sorsha made the video for me. So if you guys know Sorsha, she hooked me up. And so I just dropped that video, right? I just dropped that video. So go check that out. Okay. As soon as this video posts here, then we can go live everywhere else. Damn it. Let me make sure we're live over on Instagram. Instagram has been booming. I mean, like it's wild. Like wild how many like people have consumed the video and stuff on Instagram. And even more so, oh dang it, hold on, I forgot. Let me edit this. Okay, I got this corrected now. Forgot to actually tag Sorsha. Gotta make sure Sorsha was tagged in the video because, like, she hooked it up. She hooked the video up. Sorry, guys. All right. We're gonna get started here. We are going to get started here. We are going to get started here. We on go, we on go, we on go, we on go, 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 we on go, we on go, we on go, go, go. All right. Let's get this thing popping. What's popping, slime? All right. We on go, we on go, we on go, we on go, go, go. Fuck 'em 5. Got no time to shuck and jive. You sweet as pumpkin pie. I've been nice. We on go, we on go, we on go, we on go, go, go. Honorable. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful people. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. I hope everyone's ready for an amazing live. We're going to get active. We got a new background. We got to talk about some shit. It's going to be an interesting day. All right. Looks like we got everybody in the building. We're going to go ahead and get this thing kicked off. Hello. Who do we have? I see Cool Cat. I see Rock. I see One Mighty Pen. I see JB. I see Brutus and Friends. I see Mar. I see Kai Mom. I see TikTok Addict. I see Lisa. Tess, what up, Tess? W's in the chat for Tess. Who else we got? Purple, I see you. Taylor, what up? W's in the chat for hey, baby. W's in the chat for management. Red, good morning. Jamie, good morning. Rob, how we doing? Tiffany, I see you. Bar, what's happening, Manders? Heavenly, I see you guys. What's going on? What's poppin', slime? We're going to get this thing kicked off. Good morning, guys. As we get in, if you don't mind, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. We are looking for some debates. So what that means is that I need you guys locked in for me. I need you guys to do all the good things. I need you guys to tap the screen, share the live, knock out the daily gift goal. Right now, it's the little pink heart puffs. Can we please knock out the daily gift goal of the little pink heart puffs? Please. We're going to get started with some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. And guys, we got to talk about it. There's some very uncomfortable truths that we need to actually unpack. And when I say unpack, I mean everybody has something that needs to be unpacked. And guys, we're just going to get right into it. Men, we are the problem. I don't know how to say it any more plain than that. I don't know how to directly address my demographic more than just explaining that we are the fucking problem. Like, we got to figure that shit out. It's time for us to unpack that. Republicans Republicans, you guys got to unpack the fact that, hey, you guys hate our country. Like, I think we need to have you guys address the fact that you just actually hate our country. Let's unpack that one. Capitalists, you got to unpack the fact that your system doesn't work. For some reason, you guys think that capitalism is beneficial while losing capitalism. It's weird. And we got to unpack that one. White people, racism is your problem. Hear me when I say it, and I'm going to say it loud, and I'm going to say it again. White people, racism is your problem, and we got to unpack that. Until you directly address racism, it's never going to go away. Christians, this is going to sting, but I need you guys to hear me when I say this, and I need you to start working on unpacking it before we even get close to bringing someone up. The Bible is slavery. Period. I don't even think there's any more context that's needed for that one. The Bible is absolutely slavery, and it's your responsibility to unpack that. Now, I'm here to help with the unpacking, but I'm not going to do crash ins. I'm not going to do crash outs. I'm not going to do any of that. It's time for us to unpack together. What up, Sorsha? Guys, massive fucking W's in the chat for Sorsha. Like I said, Sorsha hooked me up. I just posted one of the videos, and we are on fucking go. It's going to be a great, great day. W's in the chat for Sorsha. Sorsha hooked us up. With that being said, guys, let's lock in. Let's get after it. Let's go.
Yeah. Funny how it changed now. Same people that laughed at clips, studying the clips now. Everybody got opinions till the facts land. Everybody loud till they gotta take a stand. Every stream feel like somebody betting they pride. I seen fake scholars fold in real time. Now they screenshot takes, run around and remix it, and pull up thinking somehow they can fix it. Nah, you stepped in the wrong room, donut. This ain't rage bait, this pressure. Patriarchy, race, class, labor, healthcare. I don't do surface level, I peel layers. And every time they think they got me cornered, numbers go higher. Chat flyer, mods working, crowd waiting. Somebody finna get cooked tonight. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. You talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Oh. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts, ain't got milk for these oats. Donuts, so pipe down. Yeah. You might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. I don't debate for applause, I debate for the record. Every false claim get dissected and severed. You rehearsed outrage, I studied the structure. Difference between noise and somebody with substance. You quote tweets, I quote policy. You want moments, I want honesty. You want ego boosts and virality. I want mutual aid and stronger communities. That's the difference between you and me. See the problem? Different type timing. You came for clips, I came for alignment. Capital this, socialism that. Half these dudes can't define what they yelling in caps. Talking about free market while wages collapse. I watch your pivot arrive, I make it visible live. But this ain't never gonna be a place where evidence dies. You came all the way to be Santana for internet rap, while the whole chat waiting to see who got checked. Next, welcome to the ring now. Yeah. You talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Oh. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts, ain't got milk for these oats. Donuts, so pipe down. Pipe down. You might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. Yeah. Welcome to Sparring with Santana.
Welcome.
Bring your sources or bring excuses, whatever. Doesn't really matter either way. You're about to get cooked. You should know who I am by now.
You should. But just in case you don't worry. I got you. You should, but don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana. One-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana. Only requests up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're a friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. If you're over on the YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up. That thumbs up will help push the VOD out and get more people in here. Guys, again, we're looking for some debates. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Both, yes.
Okay, perfect. So you said you are a Trump supporter, you disagree with something on the background. We could definitely get into that. But before we go too far, I do have a pretty simple question. Oh, God damn it. Not me with the false start. Do you know who I am?
Do I know who you are?
Yes.
Outside of your stream persona, no.
Well, that's what I'm referring to. You don't know me personally. I know that. Now, would you mind if I give you and everyone else kind of a quick introduction to who I am and what this is?
Sure, go for it.
Perfect, guys. Exalt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. With that being said, you said you are a Trump supporter. You disagree. Where do you want to start? Do you want to tell me why today, August 4th, 2026, you still support Donald Timothy Trump, or do you have something specifically on the background that you'd like to start with?
Well, I guess we could start with what is your definition of Christians in the Bible as slavery?
Yeah, no doubt. No diggity. When I say that Christians, the Bible is slavery, the actual premise that I'm getting to is the fact that Christians are chained to a certain belief system that relegate them to harming others. What that means is, for some reason, they believe things that they don't actually know or can't actually justify. And even though the Bible directly contradicts most of the beliefs that people who hold themselves to be Christians to, they still don't question those contradictions. And it leads to things like colonization. It leads to things like genocide. It leads to things like saying that women can't have access to bodily autonomy or queer people are somehow invalidated. So the shackles of the Bible need to be broken from Christians so you guys can just stop harming other people.
Okay, so your claim is that it is because of the nature of not knowing things, and that the deriving a system of morality from it is bad, and then your claim is also that that this causes bad actions within society insofar as you define bad actions. And are you distinguishing that from, secular systems also being capable of these bad actions in society?
Yeah, and I mean, I think just to put it very plain and simple, so you don't have to try to word it up. Christians often use the Bible as vindication for the things that they either want to absolve themselves of as far as responsibilities, or use it as justification for the hateful things that they just want to do. That pretty simple. They are locked to the Bible, and they either don't understand it enough to know that what they're doing is fucked, or they just want to use it like that anyway.
Well, if I was to grant that premise, then can you point me to what secularists use to either absolve themselves or justify their bad actions?
I don't give a fuck. That's not what I'm debating. not sure why you keep talking about that. We're talking about the Bible and
Well,
Christianity.
I'm trying to understand the distinction between, you know, the benefits of, you know, Christianity versus the benefits of non-Christianity. So if we're going to talk about like that, you're saying your claim is
I'm
that
not saying that
Christians choose for these reasons.
wait, maybe you're confused. I'm not trying to debate the actual benefits of Christianity versus non-Christianity. That's not what I'm trying to debate. What I am trying to debate is the actual bonds and the ties that Christians have to the Bible, and again, what they use the Bible to either say that we have to do this, or we can't do this, or you must do this. So like, again, that's why you keep trying to say that you want to compare and contrast to a secular view. I'm not trying to entice you to like embrace a secular view. What I am trying to do is debate the premise that the Bible is the arbiter of what should or should not be done.
Oh, okay. So you just have a contention from the source from which people derive their moral framework. So okay, and are you suggesting that there is a better source somewhere else?
I'm suggesting that people should not use the Bible and to justify genocide, or to justify colonization, or to justify harming the queer community, or justifying women not having the rights to bodily autonomy. And most of the times when they justify this, they don't even know where in the book it's actually justifying it. And then when they can point it out in the book, it doesn't say what they think it says, or they don't understand how the things have been changed or either contradict themselves.
Oh, okay. So I would agree with your premise there of that the Bible should not be used to justify things that are inherently anti-biblical, such as, you know, committing atrocities, genocide, etc., you know, slavery. I would agree that we should not use the Bible to justify that, and I would say that the Bible inherently isn't justifying that.
Okay. So
I mean I don't understand why you think that the Bible is slavery when it sets a lot of people free.
Over and over and over. Okay, let's try to be specific. Let's talk about colonization. All right. What was the driving force behind colonization?
Depends on the colony at what point in history. I mean, I don't think that Attila the Hun used Christianity as his justification for building his empire.
Attila the Hun was actually like relegated to his part of the globe. When I'm speaking of colonization, I'm talking about, when I'm speaking of colonization, I'm talking about the Europeans that left Europe and then traveled all around the world to colonize other continents. That's what we're referring to. I really want to get into this, but it seems like for some reason you're just kind of poking around the edges. So like, I would really enjoy it if we could actually get into the debate.
Well, I would say like Genghis Khan's empire was larger than a significant amount of these colonies that you're describing. So I would say
love it if you would engage directly with what I just said.
I would say that probably the driving force between, you know, like European empires around the globe and Genghis Khan's empire is probably primary driving force would be resource allocation.
Holy fuck, bro! No one's talking about Genghis Khan, and that's different than what colonization is. Lock the fuck in and stop playing, or either I'm just gonna move on, because like I don't understand what you're doing here. Like I have no interest in foreplay. I've given you as much time as I've given you as much time and leniency and patience as I have. Let's get into the fucking debate. The Europeans that colonized all around the world, what was one of the major driving factors in weaponization of the European colonization?
Resource and land acquisition. Just like Genghis Khan, yeah.
I said the driving force, meaning what did they use? You know what? I don't even care.
Well, the driving force
I don't care. I don't care. You can fuck off. You can go fuck off. I'm not gonna do this. Like the funniest thing about like debating people who claim to be Christians is they always just look for ways to not address the issue. Like that's the funniest shit about this. They never come up to directly debate. They always come up to say, look at other things. Look over here. Look over there. They never want to directly address the shit. Fuck out of here. I extended as much grace and leniency as I possibly could, but I am not fucking doing that. Absolutely not. Anywho, double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me if you have not done so. It's only one coin. It will boost the live, push us out to the FYP. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly and you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yes, I'm both.
Okay. Would you like to tell me why today, August the 4th, 2026, you still support Donald Trump? Or would you like to start with something specifically on the background?
Wait, can you move them to the center? I can't see all of them.
Yeah, it shifts when you bring someone up. If I move it, then the people watching won't be able to see it, but I'll just tell you the ones on the right says capitalists, your system doesn't work, and then below that says white people, racism is your problem.
Yeah, I don't think that racism is white people's problem as a whole.
Okay. All right. So you disagree with the premise that white people...
Are you talking about within the United States of America, or are you talking about a blanket statement worldwide?
I mean, with that, you can project it worldwide, but this actual topic is about America and unpacking the issues that we have here in the U.S. So, but it's something you can apply worldwide, but specifically, I'm talking about us here in the U.S.
Okay. I would like to say that I think that a lot of the times, if you look at a given society, if the majority of a certain place is made up of a given race, so for example, the United States is mostly white people, there will be automatically more tendencies for that race to be more quote unquote racist towards other groups of people because they make up the majority. But if we look around the world at places like Africa, where the majority of people are Black, they also have more tendencies for someone like me as a foreigner who's been to Africa being targeted more frequently because of purely the color of my skin. So I think it's just dependent on where you are in the given context of the situation.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you want to add? I'm sorry, I was taking notes. I want to make sure that I can clearly speak to the things that you said.
Yeah, I also just don't think that racism in and of itself can be directed towards one group of people.
Okay. All right. So what I have is you stated that it's targeted depending on like which country you're in, and then the majority of the race of the people within the country. It depends on where you are, and then you said racism can be directed towards one group, and
it shouldn't be directed towards.
What? Okay, clarify that one for me. What do you mean?
Like, I don't think that racism in and of itself could be fully directed towards one group of people. I think it's a collective of individuals that make up racism.
Are you saying in the sense of like anyone can experience racism, or are you saying that
yes.
Okay. All right, so you're saying anyone can experience racism. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think that we could look at a specific, like white people, for example, and say that they are the reason that racism exists, because I think that every group of people can be racist towards another group of people. So to point it solely at one group is wrong, in my opinion.
Got it. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. Let's start with a couple of different things. How about this? Let's work backwards. You're saying anyone can experience racism, and saying that it's attributed to any. What do you mean go live on Twitch? I am live on Twitch. Hold on, sorry. Twitch, are we good? What the fuck? Do I not have Twitch on here? What's going on with Twitch? Oh, hold on. What the fuck? Well, Twitch is not allowing me to go live because of a word. It's got to be a word that's in the. Oh, okay. Yeah, Twitch wouldn't let me go live because the title had crybabies in it. I had to change the title from crybabies to crash outs. That's fucking crazy. I apologize, Sean. All right, so let's start by working backwards. You said that anyone can experience racism and it's not attributed to one group and da 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 da. Just to verify, how much do you know about like the history of race and racism?
Not that much.
Okay. And do you think the fact that you don't know much about the history of race and racism would actually work in your detriment when debating racism?
For sure, yeah.
Okay. So why do you feel confident in debating this point if you don't have like fundamentals or a foundation of understanding to be able to clearly articulate yourself to a point where it would be like a useful dialogue?
Because I think that to be given in a position to argue your point of view, not because you have the mere facts of every single thing that has happened throughout history, but I did see a clip of you and you don't think that Black people can even be racist. So when people like you speak on issues and you think that you have all of the facts and those facts might not necessarily be true, someone like me can argue from my point of view that doesn't necessarily know the exact history of when racism began, the difference between race and other things like that.
Okay. Do you think that you can argue from an empirical standpoint and not just your feelings?
In personal experience, sure, yeah.
No, not personal experience isn't empirics. I'm talking like things that we can verify and
I said
validate.
in personal experience.
No.
I mean, yeah,
I'm saying I
sources.
don't debate from personal experience with anything that I talk about. And I'm just trying to be fair to you. I'm not even trying to like pick on you or anything. I'm just genuinely trying to be fair and see if you feel like you can debate this topic from a place of empirics and not personal opinion, because I won't speak on personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm just saying that there's no way that any statistic you could give me is to say that racism is my problem since I'm a white person.
Okay.
So I'd be interested to see. And if you think that you can give me those empirics, I'd be very interested
let's
to see.
run through this really quickly. What is race?
I couldn't even give you a definition that you would like to hear.
I don't care what you think. I would like to hear, what is race?
It's a way of putting people into groups on physical traits.
Can you please stop chewing into
such as skin color? Sorry, yeah. No Sorry, I just need to finally swallow this. It's a freaking Mentos.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, is that your only understanding, or that's what you want to stick with, a way of putting people into groups?
I think it's a way of separating groups based off of physical features.
Okay.
Like skin color.
Close, yeah. That's not a horrible explanation of it. Do you know who created it and why?
I would assume that society created it to separate people.
No.
Okay, then no, I'm not sure.
Okay. So race is a social construct, of course. It's based off of acceptable phenotypical characteristics, a grouping of acceptable phenotypical characteristics. And it was actually created for the justification of chattel slavery, the othering of non-white people to create a free and cheap labor class, right? And so since the actual creation of race by Gomez Inez de Zurara, who was actually commissioned by the Catholic Church while he was a chronicler for Prince Henry the Navigator, they had him to categorize the quote unquote differences in these different types of people so they could actually publish papal bulls giving permission to other European countries in order to engage in chattel slavery, right? So
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
So before this point, do you think that race was not a thing that people considered?
Yeah,
I think race is innate within us.
Sure, there was no documented actual utilization of race prior to the construction of race that was denoted by Gomez Inez de Zurara.
That doesn't mean that race was not a deciding factor with how certain communities ran their groups of people. Because if you go to any society without the knowledge of what race is,
what point you think you're trying to argue?
I'd like to get my point across.
People who had specific phenotypes did not exist prior to this. I'm saying that the actual decision of things such as like slavery was not based off of that prior to the construction of race.
Okay, so what if you look at certain societies within the world that have never heard the term of what race is, and yet they separate people based off of skin color, facial features, hair textures?
I'm so confused as far as what are you trying to give me a hypothetical?
No, this is not hypothetical. This actually is a real world thing that happens daily in certain communities around the world.
Give me the specific society that doesn't know about race that are somehow separating
like a tribal community. A tribal community.
Sure,
so if there's a tribe,
the actual, like, that's why I said it's just a hypothetical. If meaning that
wait. So just think critically.
No, John. I started by saying,
okay,
are you willing to have this conversation with empirics? And so what I'm saying is,
you will only listen if I give you an argument with empirics, even if it's common sense.
What I'm saying is, when we talk about race and racism and how it exists and how it functions, we have like empirical data, and everything that I want to talk about and everything that I want to use to justify the points that I'm making, they're all based in empirics. I don't have to make up things. I don't have to guess. I don't have to come up with hypotheticals. I mean, like, if I need to make an analogy so it helps you understand, I can do that. But when it comes to, like, if I wanted to actually cite something, I wouldn't have to say, well, we're just going to use common sense and figure this out. I can actually say, hey,
then I'll
this
give you an
happened
analogy
then, and this is how this happened. So again,
then I'll give you an analogy. So do you think that a tribe in the middle of nowhere who's made up of a, to demonstrate my point?
From what?
Well, my point is, I'm saying that there are certain groups in the world that have never heard the term of race, yet they still portray racist characteristics.
Right. So,
and it is
the
not
reason why
defined
you would
by
give
one
the analogy,
person or one group of people.
The reason why you would give the analogy is if I didn't actually understand the example. I understand the example you're trying to use. I'm telling you that your example,
you haven't even heard my example.
I'm telling you that your example is a hypothetical unless you want to actually use a specific tribe that you're stating. And your example was, well, what about tribes that exist that separate people based off of hair texture or features or whatever? I'm not saying that, oh, like, that's not a thing. I'm not saying, oh, that's unrealistic. I'm saying, give me the specific tribe today that does that don't know about race.
Okay, I'd have to spend time. So can you just keep going with your points? I didn't realize that every single thing I said I have to give you empirics for. This is just common sense that we can use based off of our human nature and our understanding of the world around us.
You don't know the history of race nor racism or any of those things. Why would I listen
Because
to your quote
you
unquote common sense?
You do not need to have the very foundations of what race is. Race cannot be brought back to a specific person. The reason why you in a certain time.
It literally does. That's why I was able to name the person. That's why I was able to tell you what he did. That's why I can tell you when he did it. And I'm saying I
fundamentally disagree with you.
I don't care if you
race
disagree
cannot be
with
brought
it.
Down to one specific person.
If you disagree with that, then just give me one example. Just one example.
Let me just look it up.
I'm gonna finish what I'm saying. I'm gonna finish what I'm saying. If you disagree with it, then give me one example of any type of societal structure that was based on race prior to Gomez Inez de Zurara. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 100,000 likes. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Let's get the thumbs up over on YouTube. It'll help push out the VOD. And if you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out. Twitch, what up, Twitch? I was saying this before you guys got here, but apparently Twitch didn't let me start the stream there because I had the word crybabies in the Twitch title. So it made me change the actual title from crybabies to crash outs. It's so weird, but welcome in, Twitch. Glad to see you guys here. Debbie's in the chat for one mighty pen for the $5 super chat to say, are you not going live on Twitch today? No, I am. I'm sorry. It was just an issue. Debbie's in the chat for Manders for the $5 super chat sub. Love seeing you school that loser on Ari's live. But no, why no Twitch? I promise you guys, I didn't know. Debbie's in the chat for Manders for the additional 5 that said, have another 5 so we can have a total of 10 and celebrate me for the 10% raise I got with the promotion I've worked 2 years to get. I know that's fucking right. Debbie's in the chat for Manders. Congratulations on the promotion. And Debbie's in the chat for Bad Gamer for the $5 super chat to say, don't disagree about racism, but I do disagree that we can do away with it. Racism is an idea that you can't kill. You can't kill an idea. Actually, Bad Gamer, there is a way to actually eliminate race and racism. But you know, we got to talk about it. Over on Instagram, Shani, hello, love to Arizona. Dub's in the chat for you. Again, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and we'll read that out. All right, yeah, you have a source.
So from a simple search that I did, was race created by one specific person?
Sure.
Just from that simple search, we can see that the early stages of race.
Getting me, John?
A French physician, Brunner, published a new. Yes, I am.
Remember what
That's
you were
what I'm
supposed to
giving
be
right
getting
now.
me?
Yeah. One specific example of someone before the person that you mentioned implementing race within the society to separate people.
Yes, you're supposed to be getting me a source showing race being used within a societal structure prior to Gomez Inez de Zurara. You reading a Google AI search is not an actual source. The way that you would give me the source is you would say the actual source is the New York Times. The title is "What is Race?" That's how you give me the source, and then we're gonna put it on the screen and we're gonna actually examine it together.
Okay, well, it's interesting that you said I typed it in AI. I just typed it in Google Chrome.
I don't care.
There's a thing that people do when they portray things onto other people. That's actually so that means that's actually what you do.
I don't care.
That's so funny. That's a very common psychological thing. Is that when you portray things on other people, that's actually what you do. So everyone in the chat.
No one cares about your crying. Can you just give me the source so we can look at it?
Every time he looks something up, he's looking at it through AI.
Sure. Fine.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, John. What's your source? It's called grouping humans into race and population research. That's cut off on my computer. It's halfway. Historical, conceptual, and empirical considerations. What's the actual, like, where's it housed? The source, where's it housed?
I've never even heard of this university before. Oh, yeah. University of Cincinnati.
University of Cincinnati? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'm not finding it. Read the title for me one more time, if you don't mind.
Okay, it's partly cut off on my screen, but it says
grouping
humans into race and population, and it's the word's cut off.
Okay, no, it
something
should.
research.
I added the end population, hoping that'll get me to
end population.
Okay, here. Is this the?
If I'm going to be honest with you, since you are requiring me to provide evidence for every one of my claims,
John, can you stop
Yeah.
for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Is this what you are actually referring to here? I'm going to show you. I want to make sure that we're looking at the same thing.
Remember, this is my first time ever looking it up because I'm not aware of these sources directly. So when you asked me to give you a source, I looked it up on Chrome, and this is one of the main things that came up.
Sure. Like, the thing is, though, howdy partner, is that you would want to actually like have your information and then formulate your opinion, not actually formulate your opinion and then try to find a source to validate your opinion. Like that's the problem.
No, because I was watching a video. I was watching a video one time, and the person mentioned a French physician with the name that is located here, Bernier. And
so is this what you're
he
talking
published
about?
something in 1684. Can I get my point across before you interrupt me?
I was already in the middle of questioning you. Is this what you're referring to?
Yes, that's what I'm referring to.
Okay, so this is the actual Associate Professor, Department of Philosophy, University of Cincinnati, from March 13th, 2025. So this is the source we're going to be going with, right?
I mean, that's one of the first ones that came up, yes. And the only reason I chose that source is because the person in there, the French physician, Bernier, or however you pronounce his name, he published a new division of the earth in 1684, and that was the first attempt. It's widely cited as the first attempt to classify all humans into races.
Did you say 1684?
I believe it was 1684.
Gomez Inez de Zurara was commissioned to document the structures of race in 1452.
Okay.
So where are we going that's going to show me that this actually predates
I'm also just
1452?
Can you say the guy's name again?
Gomez Inez de Zurara. He's a Portuguese man that was commissioned by the Catholic
Church. De Zurara. De Zurara. If you asked people who are qualified in this realm,
before you go off into saying something else, can you tell me, is there going to be something in this source that you're trying to give me that is going to talk about?
I was not aware. No, this source is useless now. Yes, it's useless.
All right, perfect. All right, what were you saying?
So, if you were to ask people like yourselves, or not like yourself, because they would probably agree with you. If you were to ask the majority of people who have studied what race is, would they all point you towards De Zurara as being the founder of race?
Yes.
If they had studied it, I don't.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just telling you that there is no way. That's like saying that gender could be created by one specific person, or that gender could be attributed to one specific person in society.
I think the issue that you're having here is, I'm not saying that what I'm doing is impeachable. I'm not saying that I'm the arbiter of, knowing the end all be all. But what I am saying is that there's documented proof of Gomez Inez de Zurara doing this. Like, there's documented proof of the publications of the papal bulls. Like, the Catholic Church had him do this thing, and then the creation of race after that point. And what I'm trying to tell you is that if you think that this isn't like the inflection point of the creation of race, I'm willing to, accept it. I would just need some type of source that shows me something that predates the actual.
We can move past this point.
well, I don't think we can move
I
past this
can
point because like
I
you're
guess
missing
I can
the
agree with you that race can be attributed to one particular person in the Catholic Church. I don't agree with you on that, but I also don't have a source because this is my first time talking about the topic to introduce to you. So I can just assume for the rest of the debate that race can be attributed in a given society to one particular person. Sure, I'll agree with that.
So with quote unquote assuming that this is the case, again, do you remember what I said? The reasoning he was commissioned to actually denote the differences.
For child slavery.
Mm-mm. For chattel slavery.
Chattel. Okay.
Do you know what chattel slavery is?
Wait, chattel or I'm so confused. Chattel or child?
It's not child. No, the word is chattel. Chattel slavery.
Oh, I thought you were saying child slavery. I was like, yeah, of course I know what child slavery is.
No,
Chattel slavery is, well, I can't actually really remember. It's when one person has ownership of another person's property.
No. Did you just try to do a quick Google search and it didn't give you enough information?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
Yes,
that's fair. I mean, I'm
correct.
not trying to hold you to
That's not what I
like
did.
some unreasonable standards.
That's not what I did.
Oh, okay.
That's not what you asked me what child slavery is, and I thought you were insulting my intelligence.
I'm not saying child. I don't understand why when we're talking about race. See, this is why I said how much information and do you know about race and racism? Because if you
people in the chat actually think that I looked
Dubs in the chat,
you guys are
softball
idiots.
Mom. Thank you for the galaxy.
You guys are such idiots.
John, I would really appreciate it if you can continue the conversation with me instead of whatever you're doing right now. The reason why I said like how much history do you know and what do you actually know about like race and racism is that because if you knew race and racism, then you would know that I'm not talking about child slavery. I'm talking about chattel slavery, which is absolutely vital to this overall conversation.
Wait, so I gave you the wrong definition of chattel slavery. Can you please tell me what the correct one is?
Sure. Chattel slavery is the perpetuity of slavery, meaning that people were not only placed into slavery based off of their race, i.e. being Black, but they were deemed to be slaves only because they were Black. And when they had children, their children were born slaves and were property of said people. And there was no way to actually get out of slavery as far as normal means of previous slavery. So chattel slavery.
Wait, so do you think
chattel slavery was the perpetuity of slavery for lineages?
So do you think that chattel slavery is pointed towards one specific race, or do you think that white people could also be the ones being enslaved by Black people, and that could also be called chattel slavery?
Give me any historical context of white people?
I'm just asking you.
Chattel slavery.
I'm just asking you. That was a question.
The answer is no.
The answer is no. Okay, that was my question. Okay.
Can you give me any? So what the question I have for you then is like, what's the point of your question? Is it just because you're curious, or like why say something
curious,
if it doesn't have? Okay, then why not go look it up on your own time instead of like you do understand that we're supposed to be debating, right?
Wait. You're funny. You are a funny person. You come from the point of view. You come from the point of view that everyone in the entire world is just somehow out to get you. It's just so funny to me. You don't think that Black people can be racist?
Can you please point me to the?
You don't think that Black people
where I
can be
said
racist?
Anything about someone is out to get me, John?
Yes, you don't think that Black people can be racist. So you're coming from the view.
I need you to answer the question.
I just told you.
You didn't.
I just told you.
You're obfuscating and you're like saying things that just don't even connect. Can you point me to any point in the conversation where I said people are out to get me?
Yes, because you think that white people can be racist and that white people ultimately embrace racism, and racism is white people's problem. So you're coming from the point of view that you are a target and that people are directly targeting you. And you don't believe that
John,
you in yourself can be racist towards
the
other groups of people.
The
It's
fact
insane.
that I
It's
am
insane.
and that I'm calling out empirics and I'm giving you factual information is me somehow saying that people are out to get me. Do you
You can give me
understand?
factual evidence that black people can't be racist? Give that to me, please.
Like
please give me the empiricals.
Yeah, we were
Please
in
give
the
it to
middle
me.
of that. John, can you please stop speaking over me? You're having what's called an amygdala response. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea what that is.
Yes, an amygdala response is when the fight or flight portion of your brain is triggered, and you have one of two things: either you run away or you lash out because something is making you so uncomfortable. One of the most important things that our brains do is seek out comfort, and so when we're introduced to information that make us uncomfortable, then it forces us into certain situations. So you just like starting to talk over me and somehow like put words in my mouth that I never said, or trying to either characterize the things that I'm saying. It's directly an amygdala response for you to actually get away from the factual information that I'm trying to lay out in front of you, so you don't have to engage with it and you can get back to a safe and comfortable spot. You don't want the actual like premise of what you're saying or the premise of what you're hearing to actually change your worldview. And so that's why you're actually fighting so hard, even though I've only been talking about empirical information. I haven't said anything personal about myself.
Interesting.
So you making some type of
you can give me empirics.
I'm going to finish what I'm saying. You making some type of
You've
assumption.
been giving me a narrative. Is this your thesis statement?
John,
what is this?
John?
Holy shit. You're just a yapper.
Have some decorum.
Okay. Then I hope I can yap. I hope I can yap afterwards.
Okay. I'm going to mute you, John, because for some reason you have an issue with speaking over me, and I'm not sure why that is. You might need to actually look inside of yourself to figure that point out. I am going to finish what I'm saying. And the reason why I'm going to finish what I'm saying, and I don't really care about the stuff that you quote unquote want to yap about, it's because I actually know what I'm talking about and you don't. So the point that I'm making is that if I'm sitting here saying that I have empirics, I have like actual factual information, which we haven't even been able to get off the ground because you don't know the basics. Like, yes, I can empirically prove everything that I'm saying, and I can show you how it exists, and I can show you datas and studies and all of it. So that's the point of what I said. So going back to the original question, John, if you don't know what chattel slavery is, like you don't know what chattel slavery is, you didn't know.
I didn't know what chattel slavery was. Can you rewind it and go to the clip when I told you?
What did you say, chattel?
Where one person has ownership of another person's property.
Okay, so what's the difference?
That is what chattel slavery is.
What's the difference between what you said and chattel slavery?
I just gave you the definition for chattel slavery.
What is the difference between what you said and chattel slavery?
I just gave you my definition for chattel slavery.
I don't think your definition is wrong. And I'm saying after I explained to you, because I explained it to you afterwards, John, what's the difference between what you said and chattel slavery? What's missing?
Because your definition is wrong. It's just up to the person who's defining the term. If you look up chattel slavery, you could get 30 different definitions for what it is. And we have to break down.
John, you're unqualified to be up here. And I literally tried to give you an opportunity in good faith. Like I started from the very beginning and tried to give you W's in the chat. Thank you for the cake. I tried to give you the opportunity in good faith. And I literally said, yeah, I know. I literally said that I wanted to know why you felt qualified to have this debate when you don't have any type of information. So I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how you expect me to debate you when you only want to talk about your feelings and analogies and you don't understand the things that I'm saying, but it's fine. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. John, you said runner. That was a mercy. Like, that was a mercy kill, John. John, I literally put you out of your misery. I'm going to go ahead and just mute you as well. Like, go read. Go actually educate yourself and then come back and let's talk about it. Like, I literally just put you out of your misery. I did you a favor. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Let's see here. Ethan, hi, how are you?
So I have a couple questions. Oh, sorry.
Well, just to verify really quickly, Ethan, and then I'm going to get you over on the TikTok screen. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
No, I do have a clarifying question I want to ask about something you said earlier.
Okay.
Is
is it about a point on the background? I'm just a little confused.
It was on an earlier stream you had regarding something about how washing of the feet was somehow had a sexual connotation.
Okay.
So I was just wondering, I was reading into this and I was very confused about this because I couldn't really find any literature on this other than for a few passages in like Ruth. And other than that, that says a maybe, but not anything else. And then just the difference between Greek.
One more time though, because Ethan, what I really want to make sure that we're doing is ensuring that we are getting to a debate. And so I'm a little confused. Are you coming over to debate the Christianity topic? Did you just want more information? What are we doing?
I mean, we can debate about the statement you made in on an earlier stream a couple days ago.
Okay. The actual the statement that's on the background is the topics that we're debating, and so we can debate if you're a Trump supporter or if you disagree with one of the topics. Now, I do have a topic that's related to Christianity, and if that somehow comes up, then sure. But the Christianity point speaks to unpacking and the fact that Christians, the Bible is slavery.
Okay, so I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. I'll drop.
Okay, thank you. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you are a Trump supporter, I'm sorry, if you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah.
Yes, Trump supporter. Yes, disagree, or a combination.
I disagree with some on the background.
Okay, perfect. Can you give me like 2 minutes just to catch up on some thank yous, and then I'll give you the floor? Perfect. Thank you. Starting over on YouTube, W's in the chat for Phoenix Eyes for the $2 super chat. Yeah, they are. W's in the chat for Anthony for the $9.99 YouTube super chat. Say, what's good, bro? Appreciate your grind. Just want to support you. I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you so much, Anthony. That is fucking awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here. Catching up. Someone over on Instagram said, please don't let him trap you into a lack of knowledge in this debate. Yeah, like he didn't know anything, but you know, I try sometimes. I was being told in the background to stop educating people for free. W's in the chat for, let's see here, Kelly for the 5 cheered bits to say barrel rolls through pockets full of glitter. Good Taco Tuesday, cuties and beauties. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day. Remember, grab your daily dose of hydration and snackies. Now remember to always stay amazing. Kick flips off tech deck upstairs, explode into glitter. Pow. W's in the chat for Jazzy for the 1 cheer bit. And then W's in the chat for Jazzy for the 5 cheer bits. Oh, we're going to get to that, Jazzy. We're going to get to that. And W's in the chat for LKG for the 1 cheered bit. Soon. I got more information coming on that. W's in the chat. I got more info coming for sure. W's in the chat for Catherine for the $5 donation. Saying, learned about you through Dina Parker. Thanks for all the work that you do to open my eyes and just voted in the primary in my state. W's in the chat for you. Yeah, it's election day for a lot of people. I have my ballot, and I'm going to mail or drop our ballots off in the drop box. So W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Anthony for the $1 donation. It is literally just ignorance, bro. Like, absolutely. W's in the chat for Holly for the $5 donation. Said, for this white man's education, he really came in and said, I don't know shit, but let's debate it anyway. Shaking my head. Yeah, that's always so interesting to me when people do that. W's in the chat for Jay Hops. What up, Jay Hops, for the $5 donation, saying this is that Donald or Douglas guy that was on the other day that was crashing out when you were saying Jesus does butt stuff. Is that him? That's funny. W's in the chat for Jocelyn for the $1 donation. Yeah, he was very ill-equipped. And last but not least, W's in the chat for Infamous for the $2 donation. Hey, congratulations on your Cisco cert. That's crazy. Listen, now you got to get, go ahead and get access to a little bit more of that money, because that certification is going to open up some doors. W's in the chat for Infamous. Guys, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Can we knock out the daily gift goal? It's the little chili peppers. I've been slacking on the gift goal, but can we knock those out? That'll help boost the live as well. And share the live to your FYP and your stories. Look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. We're on our way to 200,000 followers. Also, follow me on Instagram. Like, the clips that I posted on Instagram have blown the fuck up. Like, no bullshit. I posted, like, Instagram showing me way more love than TikTok right now. I posted 2 clips on Instagram, one yesterday morning, and that clip has 115,000 views. And then one, like, after I finished my live, and that clip has 258,000 views. Like, the shit's blowing up on you on Instagram. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram. And, like, fucking D.L. Hughley was reposting it. Ari Spears was reposting it. Like, yeah, people was on, they're fucking on it. Anyway, go follow me on Instagram. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You over on Instagram. All right, I apologize. Floor is yours. What point on the background do you disagree with? Where you'd like to start?
Yeah, you say men are the problem. So just 2 questions. Problem as it relates to what? And then I would just curious on the argument for it.
Yeah. How about I give you the argument, which will entail the for what? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So when I say men are the problem, I mean specifically like the shit that's happening, period. When you talk about like society and the different implications of like the negative things that continue to occur within society, men perpetuate the most amount of violent crime, and that's not just towards women. That's towards women, children, and other men. Men have coalesced the majority of power, and it's easy to sit and point and say, well, white men, but specifically it's been men overall, right? I mean, digging deeper to the next level, you can go to white men, but it has to start with men. It's the patriarchal system that continues to actually disenfranchise and marginalize anyone who doesn't sit at the top of it. And so the only way that we're going to be able to correct any of the issues that we actually have in our society is 1, men addressing other men, 2, unpacking masculinity and the actual harm that we perpetuate on all other groups, and 3, dismantling the patriarchy, which continues to harm everyone.
Okay. Do you have the argument that those problems are derived from someone's gender rather than something else?
Yeah, the patriarchy.
The patriarchy, that's why the problem is derived from someone's gender?
Yeah, it's the patriarchy.
Do you want to give motivations for that?
Yeah, the patriarchy perpetuates the amount of harm, since it is a system based off of disenfranchising non-men and perpetuating whether it's like leadership roles that women or femme-presenting people cannot obtain. It also tells you that you have to lean into certain aspects of the performative role of men, which goes back to what I was saying, like masculinity, stoicism, over emotional reactions, all this other stuff. It's all connected to the patriarchy.
Well, let me even just like allow that, right? To say that like
you don't have
patriarchy
to allow
allows.
anything. I would like for you
like
to actually
allow by agree.
Attack what I'm saying.
But yeah, let me just agree with that, right? How does that explain that just because the patriarchy makes it easy for men to come to the top, leadership and all that, how does that follow then that men commit the most violence, and that's the problem? Right?
Yeah, again,
like, because I didn't agree with all that.
Of the patriarchy, a factor of the patriarchy, which perpetuates unchecked emotional control. I mean, that's why
Just a
you see.
factor.
Yes, yes, that's a factor of the patriarchy.
What's the main contributor?
I'm sorry?
What's the main contributor?
The patriarchy.
Just the patriarchy.
The
And
entire
what do you take
system.
that to be?
The patriarchy is an entire system.
Yeah, what do you take that to be?
I literally just told you it's an entire.
You just
system.
think you take the patriarchy to be the entire system?
Yes, maybe you're trying to say something different. Would you like to rephrase your question to see if you can get a different answer?
Yeah, well, the patriarchy, if you want to define it as like the entire system, then there's a ton of systems.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're looking for, if you feel like the answer that I was giving,
are you just talking about the entire
actually,
system of the U.S.?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
See, this, I'm just looking for a more clear definition.
I know, that's why I
Instead
said
of
if
the entire
you
system.
if you're like if you don't like the actual answer that I'm giving you, then would you like to try to restructure your question in a way to get to what you were looking for? Sure.
We can just clarify further. The entire system of what?
Patriarchy.
No, you're defining the patriarchy. You said the entire system. The entire system of what?
No, I'm not defining the patriarchy. You said
I just told you to do that.
I just want to make sure you understand what you requested. You said, because I was talking about like the perpetuation of violent crime, and you said, so you think that violent crime is like the patriarchy or some shit like that. I said violent crime is a factor. I said something like that. I'm paraphrasing. I said the violent crime is a factor. It's perpetuated by the patriarchy. And so you said, so the patriarchy, what do you mean? What is that? I said the patriarchy is the entire system. And so now we've started going into circles. I guess if I would add anything onto it's the system. I'll go back to what I said. It's the system that is hierarchical. It's based on like an in-group, out-group, and meeting the actual ascribed characteristics that pertain to the top of the hierarchical system allows you to continue to perpetuate control. It gives validation for violence and emotional responses, and it continues to disenfranchise or perpetuate anyone who don't subscribe or obtain the necessary requirements for the top of that system.
Okay, great. Perhaps you can help me understand how it follows that just because the patriarchy exists, that men will commit more violence and be a problem as it relates to that factor, I guess. Because you can understand
the patriarchy
umbrella,
directly talks to the fact that men have to engage in certain traits, the performance of men, as Ari and Salu would say. But the performance of man leans into certain things as far as like, again, unchecked emotional control, the overcompensation. I'm sorry, the over-perpetuation of control, the monopolization of violence, the perpetuation and justification of violence, right? People who are like will justify violence and say, well, men are inherently violent. And that's why men were created to fight wars, and men were created to be hunters, and women were created to be gatherers, like false notions that have been disproven, but have been propped up as justification within the system that allows men to continue to engage in these violent acts. And so when men get into like fist fights out in the street, well, it's just men being men. It's not people who are unable to actually emotionally regulate themselves and be able to handle the dispute. It's all like wrapped into the patriarchal system that continues to foster it and justify it.
Do you have an argument that people like actually believe that men will just be men, and it's people believe in the biological men factors of like we were created to fight war? Like obviously people believe that back in the day we were able to fight war, right? But I don't think anyone, if they do, it's rare that anyone would ever believe that men are still controlled by some biological factor.
Okay, so you want me to prove a misnomer? I'm so confused as far as
I
what
just
you're
want you to
looking for.
prove that people actually still believe that men are kind of controlled by their biological factor. Maybe perhaps like by some study, some
Wait, so
argumentation.
you want me to prove that people believe something that's wrong? Okay, I'm so confused as far. Sure, give me a second. Let me see. So you want me to prove that men are believing shit that isn't true? That's what you're saying, or people are believing shit that isn't true?
Yeah. You know you
okay, sure.
can
Give me a
obviously do
second.
that, right?
Give me a second. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so PubMed did a study. This is National Library of Medicine. This is the actual PMC is 1251117. I'm sorry, 1251156. The title is Men's Impulsivity Underpinning Gender Differences and Aggressive Behavior. This actually talks about the relationship between gender and aggression is multifaceted, with the survey research showing the aggression that varies with genders of both aggressives and targets, and then use lab-based pentagram that controls the capacity to cause harm and the risk of retaliation. We revealed that the pronounced gender-specific difference in aggression, reactive aggression, was assessed using a competitive reaction time task that allowed dynamic pairs to interact face-to-face during conflict. So what this actually did was, again, they did a study, a poll and a survey of people who ascribe to specific gender roles. They actually ascribed what they believe to like deem an aggressive reaction, i.e., talks about like, oh, you know, like this is situations where men would be or would not be, and da 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 da. They then rolled that through an general aggressive model, the GAM, to actually look through the premise as far as situations that cause impulsiveness versus thoughtfulness. And then they looked at the actual relationship when it came to genders, the fact that the men and women, with looking at the actual limiting and equalizing capacities, that they were in control situation, that they were pretty much the same. And then skipping through all of the other stuff, because they had like multiple instances of studies and everything. And so what they found in the end of the study is that the idea that men believe that aggression is more of an acceptable situation, and it shows that the idea that men would actually accept aggression in a situation is, let me make sure I'm going to say this correctly, because I know I'm going to mess up how this is supposed to be said. It's 7.767 BF. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how to read like how the equation is supposed to be read. Long story short, it talked about like the belief between men and women, and then it talked about the reality between men and women as far as like the chemical makeup. So
Yeah. Do you know the criteria that they used to classify what's an aggressive action and what's not?
I'm sure we can look for which part of testing of the methodology. Can you just be specific?
Yeah, I told you which part of the testing.
Yeah.
For which part of the testing? Yeah.
Yes.
So if I'm understanding correctly, the study was they brought two genders, men.
Wait, are you?
Female.
Well, quick question. Just to make sure. Are you looking at the study, or are you questioning me?
No,
based
I'm going
of
off
the
memory
study?
of what you told you, of what you said. I'm going off memory of what you said. I don't have it in front of me. I'm just taking your word as truth.
So, okay, then the thing that I'm wondering now is, are you just about to have me explain the study more to you?
No, I'm recapitulating the study to make sure that we're on the same page and we both understand the study.
How can you understand the study if you're not looking at the study?
Because you just read it to me.
Oh, I didn't read the study
for
no, I didn't read the study for you. I just actually gave you key highlighted points within the study. If you're sitting here saying that you're about to use like highlighted points that I actually gave you to try to build an argument for a debate, no, you would actually.
I'm not building an argument. I'm simply just asking questions.
Yeah, I don't understand what the
Q&A
Q&A is for, because we're supposed to be debating. So, I mean, I guess
the
you
Q&A.
said, can you give me one source that actually proves that people believe this? This actually talks about the fact that people believe that. I mean, you do remember that the actual request was give you a source that people believe this.
Yeah, and now we're testing out if this study actually, checks out.
Oh, okay, then you can go test out the study and see if it checks out on your end. I mean, again, I gave you it's actually in the National Library of Medicine. I gave you the actual PMC, and I gave you the title, so you can go test the methodology whenever you.
Why don't you want to do it right now?
Because I'm looking to debate, not test the methodology. Why would I actually want
testing the methodology has to do with the debate?
Why would I want to run through an actual study with you that you are not even taking the time to pull up and look at it yourself? Like you're sitting here saying, let's read through this, when I haven't even taken the time to sit down and read through it. I'm gonna throw random questions at you based off of what you just said, even though I'm not actually trying to consume the.
It's not a random question.
Study.
In fact, I can explain the relevance.
Go ahead with your question.
Yeah. So the question was, what's the criteria that the study used to define what an aggressive action was and what it wasn't?
You should go look at the study. It'll tell you.
You have it pulled up in front of you.
Yeah, I do.
That's the problem. Do you just not know?
No, I know it's listed, and that's
because
why,
for all we know,
that's why when I originally said which one, and you were confused as far as what I was talking about, because there were actually, with this study, there were multiple portions of the study that actually came to the final conclusion. So they didn't do this based off of one thing. There's not one criteria. There's multiple criterias depending on what they were trying to test. So again, you need to go look that one up for yourself. Like your question.
Give me one criteria.
Sense. Go look it up. It's in the study. I gave you the entire study.
Just one criteria.
I gave you the entire study.
Santana, you know damn well that's not needed. Give me one criteria.
No, I gave you the entire study. And again, what was your original question?
Yeah. What's the argument that men actually believe?
No. I'm sorry. Not your question. What did you request a source for?
Yeah. What I requested a source for was that men actually believe in their biological instincts and that we are made for fighting and so on.
So I gave you a source that was completed by the National Library of Medicine that speaks to the misnomer of people believing that aggression is innate to men versus the biological reactions in control situations. That's literally what you wanted. And so now you're saying, well, let's critique the actual methodology of the study, when one, you haven't looked at the study, two, you're not even pulling up the study yourself, and three, this goes past the point that you were actually looking for. Now, again, I would love if we can get to the actual debate, because I gave you what you were actually looking for, which speaks to the fact that the actual premise that people believe something that's not true, and they believe that aggression is an actual attribute of being a man.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what's in contention, number one. Number two, I don't know how this is going past the point.
I fulfilled the actual request that you had to provide a source for the general as request that
You
you
did.
had.
Good job. You fulfilled the fact that there is a source. Now we're going to
Yes.
see if this source actually checks out and is valid. Testing out the methodology, starting off with the
then go
criteria for
study
what an
the
aggressive
actual
action is versus what it
methodology.
isn't.
I think you're confused as far as what we're debating. We're not debating the source, this methodology. We're debating the actual point. You're trying to stick to a specific nuanced portion, and you're not dealing with the substance behind
Because
what I
this nuanced
said.
portion is pretty big.
Can you explain to me what I said was the actual substance? Why did I even bring up the premise that some people attribute aggression towards men?
Attribute aggression towards men.
Yeah.
I don't know why you said people attribute aggression towards men. The patriarchy.
Yeah, we're talking about that. That's like a factor of the patriarchy. So we're supposed to be dealing with the patriarchy, but you're deep diving.
And we're
into
talking about this
that,
specific section of the patriarchy. Yeah.
you told me to give you an example, and we're supposed to be talking about the patriarchy, and so I gave you factors. That's like that's
deep into
one of many factors. So just to help me understand, are you planning on going through every single factor of the patriarchy? Is that what we're looking to do?
I'm just questioning, why men are the problem, right?
Yeah, I mean,
eventually
again,
you run out of answers, or I run out of questions.
Literally a debate. So how about this? Give me your argument for why men are not the problem.
I don't have that burden.
Okay. Give me your argument for why men are not the problem.
Again, I don't have that burden.
Okay. Sherlock, this is my last time. I've been very generous. I've not only given you the information, I gave you my argument. I explained it. I expounded. I even went to get like an irrelevant source to the overarching point that I'm working through. But you can't actually give me your argument for why men are not the problem. This is the last time I'm going to say this. Sure, and if you don't, it's a concession, and I'm going to kick you. You're conceding, and I am going to kick you. Give me your argument for why men are not the problem.
Yeah, so it's just going to be a no-seam inference. I don't see why men would be the problem. Therefore, men are not the problem.
Okay.
Seem pretty upset.
No, I'm not upset. That's fine. I'm not upset at all. I'm actually having an awesome day. See, the most interesting part about all of this is that you came up here to debate me, but instead of actually debating, you just wanted to talk in circles. I don't know what you guys actually think these so I was listening to Solid, and I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before or whatever, because time is a social construct. I think it was yesterday, and Solid was just like laughing at the people that he was talking to, and they were getting so mad, and they were wondering why he won't take them serious. And he was just like, it's because you guys don't know shit, right? And it's not only that they don't. It was a video. I reposted a video as well that Solid was talking about, like how TikTok is this weird space where like you have a certain group of people that are looking to actually basically prove what they're saying to be true. And then you have other people that are looking to be proven to be true. Is something I know I'm fucking it up. I'm fucking up what he said specifically, but basically you got people who are looking to spread information that's factual, and you got people that just want to be right even though they don't have factual information. And like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm not interested in that weird dynamic where like you're not engaging in good faith. You don't actually want to debate. You don't have any substance, and you just came up here to like get attention. I don't understand what's happening. If you want attention, then go get attention somewhere else. But I'm actually looking to address the substance, because like when I say men are the problem, the reason why I say men are the problem is because I really want to actually have people address the fact that we are the problem and we need to fix this shit. I'm not looking to just play silly games. I don't know. Anyway, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart. Me, it's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. I see you, Jeff. Give me 2 seconds. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Don't they wouldn't have? What? You can't say that.
How are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the
You
background?
can't say they would have died regardless because she's gotten the flu and
Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. If you're friendly and like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
No, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I do disagree with a couple things.
Okay. Which point on the background do you disagree with the most? Where you like to start?
Can you bring it over so I can't really see it?
If I move it, then the people in the comment section won't be able to see it. It shifts the alignment once you hop up on the panel. But the ones on the side that you can't see, it says capitalists, your system does not work. And then under that, it says white people, racism is your problem.
Let's go with the capitalist. Your system doesn't work.
Okay.
I mean,
can you give me 2 seconds to say thank you to a couple of people, and then I'll give you the floor?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. W's in the chat for Nicole for the $2 donation. Yeah, like I appreciate it. Like people keep saying I did a good job dog walking Brandon Tatum, but I promise you it wasn't hard. He's stupid. Like I appreciate you guys saying that, but like, you know, it's like dunking on a child. Like I don't know. Like I'm playing basketball and with my 5-year-old and I win. So I appreciate you. W's in the chat for Fashi for the one. Good to see you as well. Good to see you. Thank you. W's in chat for Joseph for the $10 donation. Said probably a stupid question. But does having a constitution of any kind make you, at least on some level, some sort of democracy? It depends on the Constitution. I don't know if the word Constitution is exclusive to democracy. I think it depends on the actual Constitution. That's a good question, Joseph. I'm gonna have to go look that one up. W's in chat for JC for the $10 donation, saying always nice to listen in. Thanks for all your work. Thank you, JC. W's in the chat for Michael. What up, Michael, for the $10 donation, saying Sherlock sucks at being a debate, bro. He was so bad, and it would have gotten worse if I would have actually let Jeff get up here, because Jeff was gonna rip him a new one. W's in the chat for Angie for the 5. Said it's his burden to be retrable in a debate. He just sucked. Like, I mean, that's, if we want to call it, it is what it is. W's in the chat for bro for the $1.99 super chat, saying being in control of your emotions is your superpower. Whose? I don't know who's. Not me. W's in the chat for Ethan for the $5 super chat to say, what do you say to Justine at DZ debates who discuss the washing meaning? Last night's stream, 3 hours and 35-minute mark. I don't know who Justine at DZ debates is, so I would have to go check that out. I would defer that to like Jeff. Jeff normally knows about shit like that. So we'll see what Jeff knows about that. I'm not hip enough to be in the know-how. W's in the chat for Anthony. Oh, wait, I already read that one out. W's in the chat for Feisty for sending out the YouTube membership subscription. W's in the chat, guys. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Speaking of YouTube, if you like to come up and debate me, you do not have to leave where you are. You can debate me from there. The only thing that you have to do is click that link and we'll get you up here for some debates. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
They fixed level 3 yet?
T Greening, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Redrain it to a new drain. Repipe it to a new drain.
Okay.
Be sick.
Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Hi, Jason, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yes. Hello.
Yes, Trump supporter. Yes, disagree, or a combination.
Both.
Okay. Which point on the background do you disagree with the most? Would you like to start, or do you want to tell me why today, August the 4th, 2026, you still support Donald Timothy Trump?
I just think that Donald Trump, I think he's a good president because mostly because his foreign policy, abortion, just immigration, just all those type of things are just overall better than the Democratic Party.
Okay. Okay. So you think Trump is a good president, and the top three things you say makes him a good president is foreign policy, immigration, and abortion.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's start with foreign policy. What foreign policies of Donald Trump has he implemented that instills confidence in you and believing that he's actually a good president?
Okay, so...
Or actually, I'm sorry, really quick, just to verify, are you saying that you actually think that he's good, or are you saying that you think that he's better than Democratic options? Oh, he ran. Holy shit. Okay. I don't know what's going on. He was doing a lot of snotting, though, and I didn't like that. That kind of made me feel sick. The fact that he kept like sniffing and snotting. Hi,
Hey,
are you a
man.
Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Hey, I can talk to Solid.
Sure, you can talk to Solid. What are you talking about?
I want to debate him on a point on the background. What you looking for, man?
Hold on. I might be tripping. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on.
You stepped in the box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in shame. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats who get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
care what you claim
no.
of the
Okay, I
background.
wanted to make sure. Yeah, this is my live. I'm so confused why you would come up on my live and request to debate someone else, especially if someone's not here. I'm confused why you would want to debate my topic with someone else on my live who's not currently on my live. I'm so confused as far as what's happening right now since your request to come off mute.
Because you bring him up here all the time, I just wanted to talk to him. But you did say no. I mean, you ain't got to let me talk to him.
If it was anyone else, I would just flat out say like no. But the amount of love and reverence that I have for Solid is different. But I'm just confused as far as you do know Solid goes live, right?
No, I don't know that. I don't even know what his platform is.
What were you trying to debate Solid on?
The white or the men's a problem.
Why, like, Solid didn't put that topic up there. Why would you? Why not debate me? Why don't you want to debate me on the topic?
Because Solid's more civil in a conversation than you are.
That's actually a good point.
Well, it's fine.
Like you, that's actually factual. He is.
I'll listen to you.
He is. But I'm gonna decline because you made a good point, and only because you made a good point. He's actually correct with that statement. Solid is more civil than myself because I will crash out. The only reason I'm gonna disagree right now is because I feel like I'm being pretty civil this morning. I don't feel like I've been like I haven't yelled. I haven't done all the other antics. I've just been looking for a pretty chill debate. So in other situations, like if I was already crashing out, then I would agree. But like you got to give me that shot. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Hi, Santana. I just wanted to say that you killed it on Surrounded and that everyone should.
I appreciate it, guys. But please, 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 I appreciate you. Please respect the boundaries of the live, though. Please, 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 please respect the boundaries of the live. Please, please, please respect the boundaries of the live. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. That's a weird email. Deb's in the chat for Jay. What up, Jay? For the $2 donation, say you were a bully. You knew that you couldn't. You can't. Wait. You knew that the guy ain't got no. I can't say that. God damn it, Jay. You always have me like getting ready to say some stuff that's gonna get me canceled. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Deb's in the chat for Jay. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. Hey, Peach, how are you?
Hello. Can I speak to Santana, please?
This is he. How may I help you?
Oh, hello. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Ooh, I almost dropped you, Peach. I almost dropped you out of just like an actual like. I didn't drop Peach. I did not drop Peach. That was not me. I did not drop Peach. I did not drop Peach. I was about to say, Peach, tell them that I didn't do that. No, you don't have to figure it out. That was Peach. Peach did it. Peach did it herself or theirself. Sorry. That was Peach. That was Peach. Give me a sec, Solid. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah.
Okay. You said yes. Would you wait? Are you a Trump supporter, disagree, or combination?
I would say I support Trump.
Okay. Would you like to tell me why today, August 4th, 2026, you still support Donald Trump?
Yeah, because he overturned Roe v. Wade. I would say that was a pretty good thing.
Okay. So what aspect of Trump overturning Roe v. Wade and understanding that's why I said today, August 4th, 2026, why do you still support him today? Not by previous things, but I guess what's so significant about the overturning of Roe that makes you still support him today?
Well, I mean, I think that anybody who I support him specifically for that reason, the fact that he made an attempt to decrease the amount of abortions. So I believe an abortion is murder. Do you disagree with that, Santana?
Yeah, I do, but I think that there's a symmetry breaker here. So you're saying that you support him because he appointed Supreme Court justices that overturned Roe because you believe that there should be less abortions. Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah, and I can guess that you're going to bring up the fact that it caused more abortions, but that doesn't really, I wouldn't say that really makes a difference towards the fact that he made an attempt to do it, you know?
So do you really care about impact versus intent?
Well, no, I think that the intent would eventually lead to a smaller amount of abortions taking place.
Right. I mean, that's why I said, do you not care about impact versus intent? Because if it was just intent, then I would understand exactly what you're referring to. But do you not hold him accountable for the actual impact? Because I hear what you're saying. Like the premise of overturning Roe would seem to actually attribute like less access to abortions, meaning less abortions. But the direct implication has been an increase amount of abortions. So even if you say that like Trump you supported him because you thought that he was going to do a good thing. We have actual tangible data points that we can look at to say, like, the thing that he did was actually harmful to the thing that you want. I mean, hell, if we want to be factual, it would be more substantial for the reinstitution of Roe, which then would help drive the abortion numbers back down, which is what you are looking for.
Well, I would say that a reinstatement would just lead to it going back up or staying up, because then they're more accessible.
That doesn't make sense. What empirical data do you
Wait,
show?
so if something's more accessible,
let me make sure.
is it more likely to happen or not?
Let me make sure I get this question out so you fully understand it. What empirical data do you have to show that with reinstituting Roe, it would increase the number of abortions if all the data that we have prior to the overturning of Roe shows that the actual abortion rate not only was lower than where it is now, but it was actually trending. I think it was a 30-year trend where it continued to go less and less. So like all of the other data shows that having that in place drives it down. So what do you have to actually quantify it driving it up?
Okay, so can I make 2 points towards that and you don't interrupt me? Is that all right?
Sure, but I would love some empirics. So if you're just going to tell me a story, I don't really want a story.
It's not a story. No, it's not a story.
Are you going to give me a source?
I can't really get a source right now. I don't know if you can hear, but I don't really have like a computer or anything. I'm kind of in the bath, but
I don't care then. If you're not going to give me a source to back up your claim, then do you know what Hitchum's razor is?
Tell me, enlighten me.
Claims introduced without sources can be dismissed without cause.
Say that again.
I'm paraphrasing, but claims introduced without sources can be dismissed without cause. Hitchum's razor.
Right. Well, I mean, I would say that it's a pretty fair prediction, no, that if something's more accessible, it's more likely to happen.
I don't care about you actually saying that this is a prediction if you don't have empirics to actually back up. You do understand. Do you know what forecasting is?
Enlighten me.
Forecasting is the analytical practice of looking at prior trends and data in order to project what happens next. It's literally
so explain to me. Explain to me how specifically you think, right, that if abortions were more accessible, that they're less likely to happen.
Yeah, just based off of the 30-year trend prior to the overturning of Roe. And then also the subsequent actions of how it actually reversed the trend after Roe was overturned.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would argue that like more people are gonna want to get abortions now because of people promoting them. You know, like
that doesn't make sense. What you're saying is nonsensical.
I was almost gonna say Eugene and Parker, but
yeah, I mean, what you're saying doesn't make sense. It's nonsensical because again, all the data shows that prior to the overturning of Roe, it was trending down, and then once Roe was overturned, it started to trend up. So like that's why I'm saying, can you give me any type of empirics that would actually point to what you're saying to be true?
So it started to trend up because people got pissed off and seen it as in like, yes, let's go do this.
You're making an assumption. And again, I don't really care about your cool story. I do care about empirics though. So if you're going to say that like it's going to continue to trend up if it's reinstituted, then I would just love any type of data to actually disprove the historical trends and then also the reactions to what occurred after the overturning.
So, like, I don't know where you want me to get the data for something that hasn't taken place yet.
But again, that's why I said, do you know what forecasting is? There's literally ways to get data for things that haven't happened. That's why I brought up forecasting.
Okay, so I'll look that up after I get out the bath and I'll come back, all right?
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Hey, I got a quick question for you.
For me?
Yep. Did you think that you coming up here and like splashing in the bathtub, I was going to have the same response that other people have? I'm like, oh, get out of here. And you thought, hey, I'm just going to troll and ha, 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 I'm funny. And not me actually holding your feet to the fire with an actual fucking debate.
No, I was interested to talk to you, and I didn't know how much longer you wanted to be on for.
You literally weren't, because you didn't have any substance. You didn't, like, you just threw random shit out there because you thought you were going to be kicked, because you don't know who I am. You think that you can like do the same shit that I'm speaking. You think you can do the same shit with other people that you like with me. Like I don't care about you being weird. I don't care about you being weird. I don't care about you being a troll. Hell, I don't even care about you being stupid. I just care about the debate. And so you coming up here and splashing around in the bathtub, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about you taking a bath. If you like, okay. I'm glad you're washing your ass. So just FYI, before you come back up here thinking that splashing in the bathtub is going to somehow get me upset or make me kick you, or you're going to be able to get some type of clip or whatever. I don't work that way. I don't give a fuck if you are taking a bath or taking a shower, or even if you don't wash your legs. I don't care. I just care about the argument. So next time you come up to debate me, make sure you have a fucking debate. That's my only request. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly and like support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read this out. Solid, watch this. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, can I debate Destiny?
Hold on, Solid, not you. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Political man, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I disagree with everything up there.
Okay. Is there a point specifically that you would like to start with?
First of all, you should not be talking about abortion knowing that black people are 13%. Okay?
Does there say anything about abortion on my background?
No, you were talking about it earlier.
No, I wasn't talking about abortion. I was talking about data.
Okay, that doesn't, you got to stop talking about data and go with common sense. We 13%. Are you Somali or are you black? I can't even tell, bro, because you're always wearing that hat. I don't know if you're covering your forehead or what. Are you Somali or are you black?
I think that you sitting here thinking that you can actually tell my genetics by my quote unquote
you covering forehead. That forehead. I don't know.
Like I said,
every day you got a hat on.
I'm just going to mute you because I already knew. Hey, Solid, this is why when you came up, I said, watch this. Anywho, as I was saying, like you thinking that you have the ability to determine someone genetics based off of looking at their quote unquote forehead speaks to how stupid you are. I think that's super interesting. Also, I don't give a fuck about what you think about abortion. That's not the topic on the background. So you said you disagree with everything that I have on the background. Which point do you disagree with where you would like to actually debate?
Let's debate how the Democrats treat black people versus illegal aliens. Let's do that one first. See how educated you are on that one, bro.
Do you see that on the background?
Hey, Dean handles everything. Why you always got a specific topic? Is that the only thing you know, or are you versatile?
Okay. You said
be versatile,
Dean.
dog.
Got it. Hold on one second. I didn't think I was gonna have to do this again, but I guess.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats who get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you.
Yeah, so as the song said, this is actually Sparring with Santana. This is not the Dean Withers show. If you want to debate Dean on any and everything, Dean goes live every single day. I know he'll be live, maybe in about 3 or 4 hours. So
I want to
if you're
debate
so
you.
focused on what Dean does.
No,
then,
I
you
want
can
to
go
say
debate
why
Dean,
you always
but,
doing
if
specific
you
topics.
would like to it's because people come up with lack of substance, and I don't like talking about.
No,
the same
that's the
thing
thing
over and
that you
over.
study every day. You're not versatile. You only studying them
all
little
new
topics.
These are literally all new topics. I don't enjoy
Okay,
having the same.
tell me
conversations
how
over and
has the
over.
Democratic Party helped black folks? Please, one sentence.
Yeah, you did this yesterday. Like I literally just said,
And you didn't answer it, dog. You deflect.
I literally said yesterday that, I just said I don't like having the same conversations over and over and over. That's why I give people topics that they can choose from. Hell, I even say, are you a Trump supporter or do you disagree with something on the background, to give more people more options, because I don't want to talk about, well, why did you vote for Trump? 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 I find no substance in that. That's why there's options. To answer your question directly, like I answered your question yesterday, the answer is, if you want to talk about the Democratic Party, then sure. What the Democrats did was they gave more electoral representation to black people. I guess. I'm so confused as far as what that has to do with anything, but is there a topic on the background that you would like to debate?
Let me look. Okay. If you say Trump is bad, then what is Tim Walz for pardoning that pedophile? What do you call him? You scared to talk about him, right, dog? Look at you. You scared. You scared the Democrats go get at you. You scared, dog.
I'm also scared to talk about ice cream because I never heard you talk about ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah.
You scared,
You
dog.
talk about Rocky Road, dog.
You scared, dog. You scared. Call him out. Call Tim Walz out. Call him out.
Fuck Tim Walz.
Okay, good. That's what we want to hear.
I don't
but
give
call
a
him
shit what you like. I don't care what
say
you
he disgusting right now.
Okay,
not say fuck Trump.
If you care about kids, say
hold on. So I want to make sure that you understand what's happening here. I do still participate in electoral politics. My brother Solid here and a lot of my commie friends, they don't agree with me on that point, right? Like they disagree with electoral politics. But I still participate in electoral politics. But while still participating in electoral politics, I am not assigned to one person, one group. I don't fall in line with the ideology of just, the Democrats. I think the Democrats are spineless cowards. I think that they are barely doing anything worth note. I think there are a few of them that are actually looking to do things that are beneficial for the American people. But the difference is that there are no Republicans looking to do anything beneficial for the American people. So before you come up here again, like you guys got me fucked up. You guys watch other people just because I like associate and I spend time in other spaces, or like you guys know me from other people. Don't get it twisted. I'm not them. So I really need you to try to lock in instead of you like saying random shit. And instead of you just like pointing towards things that I don't give a fuck about, I would really like to debate something of substance. And I'm telling you, if you just came up here because you think that I suffer fools because you see like other people suffer fools, again, you have me fucked up. I would much rather talk to my friends. I would much rather talk to my chat. I don't care if I have a debate or not. So either lock in and debate or you can leave.
Let's debate. Okay. Bring up a topic.
Is there a topic on the background that you disagree with?
Am I right?
Yeah, solid.
Okay, let's talk about white people. What do you say about white people is kind of cut off. What are you saying?
Are you white?
Am I white?
Yes.
No, I'm blacker than LeVar Burton, dog.
Okay, so that's not your topic. I'm not going to let you speak on behalf of white people when you're
okay, what do you want to talk about? Men and women's sports, racism, what you want to talk about? Because I can't hardly see that in the background. You bring it up, it's all to the right and it's too tiny for me.
Santana, can I LeVar Burton isn't that
I was
black.
just about to wash my hands and pass them to you directly, and whatever.
Oh, I'll beat him. Tell him to debate me. I'm gonna cook him. Tell him.
Quiet. Let me just say thank you to.
Can I debate with LeVar Burton?
You can You can debate whatever you want. I don't care. Let me say thank you to a couple of people, and then Solid, you got it. Let's start here. W's in the chat for Trey for the $5 super chat to say, FYI, Santana is versatile. He doesn't just debate Trump supporters like others. You're so wrong, kid. He has options. Exactly. Because again, I find no value in saying the same shit over and over and over, especially because I am learning so much more. Shout out to Ari. Shout out to the book club. I'm reading a lot.
So you learning to call out the Democrats. I love that.
I want to actually continue to stress test the level of the things that I'm learning. So Dubs in chat for Phoenix Eyes for the $10 super chat to say DNC bot here, number 22100, releasing funds to roast this redacted. Dubs in the chat for the DNC bot. Holy fuck. W's in the chat for the DNC bot. W's in the chat for shit. I got a funny story. Solid.
Sound like a great economy right there. Everybody donate.
Remind me once we get off live to tell you about what happened yesterday with the DNC.
For sure.
I like the actual DNC. W's in chat for Just Devin for the $2 super chat to say, hi, I would like to debate Solid about butt bananas. You cannot. You cannot. W's in the chat for Fashi for the one. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like, yeah, listen, I had a lot of fun with that actual debate. Even though I said, Officer Tater didn't know shit, I still had fun dog walking him. And W's in the chat for Nicole. Nicole sent a $40 donation, said, thank you for standing on business with white folks and continue to cling to their ignorance. Like, we got to do that. We have to break it down together. W's in chat for Nicole. Thank you so much for the 40. W's in chat for Adam for the $5. The bad stuff is just weird. Thank you for not even acknowledging it. Yeah, for sure. Like that's all they want is like the weirdo attention, and they get so like they're one trick ponies. When they can't get past the first thing that they tried to do, they panic and they just like flounder. So W's in the chat for Elizabeth for the $25 donation, saying the Solid request was awesome. LMAO. It's fucking wild. I don't know what's happening here, but apparently this is Solid's live now. W's in the chat for Lamar for the $10 donation, saying, I smell FBA. Here's some money. Please cook this donut. That's literally what I was thinking as well, Lamar. And I was thinking about going there too. W's in the chat for Manders for the one. Hey, happy birthday, One Mighty Pin. Mander said, happy birthday, One Mighty Pin. Twitch loves you, Mama Pin. I know that's right. W's in the chat for Joseph for the $30 donation. Say, can I respectfully ask for some help? Some smart AF people and are better at resourcing than me. However, none of y'all time is free. I'm trying to get a conflicting answer. Whether or not to have Constitution. I'm gonna look that up while Solid is debating. Joseph, and I'll get an answer for you because I'm actually curious on that one as well. So I'll get an answer for you. W's in the chat.
Who will debate me before
Again,
I go on my
if anyone
black
else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me, knock out the let them cooks. And last but not least, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button, turn on notifications so you know when we go live. We go live all the time. And only requests up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. All right, Solid.
Okay, you absolute mouth-frothing Kadunkachud. What do you want to talk about? I heard you say men are playing in women's sports.
Oh, are you talking about me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do that topic, dog. Let's go.
Why are you bouncing up and down?
I'm not. I'm ready for this topic. Let's get it.
You're just being really weird. Yet there's no men playing in women's sports. Not a single one.
Oh my God, something wrong with you, huh? They have it all in California. Once you research it, dog. I ain't about to send you no resource. You research. No source like
no sources.
like
I
Santana
win.
always asks for sources. Just look it
I
up
win.
in California. They just had one win in track
win.
not long ago.
I win.
So listen, if you have two men in women's sports, whatever
I
you call
win.
it, if they're in women's sports,
Why
and you
is he
say,
still
oh, it's only
talking? I won.
1%.
He doesn't know shit solid, and I'm not sure.
If you say it's only 1%, that's going to be 20%.
Oh, he can hear me. He just
I
doesn't
think
care.
he just likes
He's weird.
What
No,
it is
he
is
can't
that
cook
he's
me
not
on
used
this.
to actually hearing.
I cooked Santana yesterday,
I
and
won
he called me
just
a
now.
coon after I cooked.
Spam shit.
He can't cook me.
I won already. I
How?
already
You
won
won?
the
You
debate.
think you won? What did you win?
Yeah.
A man is a man, and a
Okay.
woman is a woman.
You said that there are men playing in women's sports, yet you didn't provide any proof. So all I have to say is you're
Google
lying.
California man running in track right now, dog.
Hey, you
Google it.
interrupted me, and that's why you don't know why you lost. I'm just going to say you're lying, and then I win.
Everybody Google California man running in track right now. Everybody.
Nobody's
He gonna be a liar.
going to Google that.
Hey, political man.
You lost.
You're being super weird. Can you directly engage with solid? Like you just spamming.
I'm trying to.
Hey, no, listen to me. You just spamming everybody. Google this thing is not winning the debate. If you really want to debate, then please directly engage. Please stop just spamming random words. I have no interest in that.
Okay, well, let's do it basic stuff. Okay, let's go basic.
Yeah, there's no men in women's sports.
Okay, do you believe in it though? Let's answer that one first.
Believe in what?
Men playing in women's sports.
There's no men playing in women's sports.
Do you believe in women playing in men's sport? Do you support that? Of men playing in women's sport. Do you support
playing
that?
in women's sports?
Do you support it?
If a man were to try and play women's sports, then yeah, I'd probably.
Wow.
But there aren't any men playing in women's sports.
See, now you deflected. I said, do you support it? And you do support it. So
I gave you an answer outright. Then I told you I don't understand why I have to entertain that. I don't understand why I have to entertain any of that.
Okay,
because
so you're
there's
agreeing
no
with
men
that. So you
playing
want a
in
grown
women's
man
sports.
playing with your daughter in sports.
Hey, political
your daughter
man.
never win the medal.
Political man.
What?
You can't hear solid if you're just gonna keep speaking over him.
See, that's your way of trying to get rid of me. I know you're Santana. I know you're
because now we have to get rid of you by saying please don't speak over him, so you guys can hear each
other. Why
other.
you not telling him don't speak over me?
Because he's speaking softly and he's answering you.
Softly doesn't mean he's not speaking over me.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'm not speaking over you.
Okay, go.
So,
and then when
here's
he's
the
done, I'm gonna go.
Let's examine this a little bit. Are you saying that trans women are playing in women's sports?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not men playing in women's sports.
That's it. That's a man. He put on a wig and he went to the and joined the women's team, right?
Okay. All right. What is the purpose of a quinceañera?
Excuse me?
The purpose of a quinceañera?
A quinceañera? You talking about the Spanish party?
Yeah. What's the purpose of it?
Shoot, as far as I can remember is when they turn a certain age, they have a party, right?
Yeah, but why? Why have a party at 15?
What does that have to do with a man and a woman's sport? I don't know about the quinceañera. I don't study that culture.
It's gonna help me figure this out.
Excuse me?
Okay. What about a bar mitzvah? What's the purpose of a bar mitzvah?
What does that have to do with what we talking about?
Everything.
Santana even know that. He know that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
You're dodging. You're doing your best to not answer the question.
No, you're dodging around men and women. Just call it like it is. If 2% is playing in women's sports, in 10 years, it's going to be 20%. Y'all talking about it's not a problem. That's
Listen. Stop. You've moved on just with the men are playing in women's sports. My claim is that men are not playing in women's sports. Yeah. Now, unless you're afraid, I want you to tell me the purpose of a bar mitzvah.
Listen, I don't care about no bar mitzvahs. I don't care about no quinceañeras.
All right. What is the purpose of the rites of passage in Africa?
I want men out of women's sports.
Excuse me. Focus. What is the purpose of the rites of passage in Kenya?
What's the purpose of it? Rites of passage?
Yes.
What does that have to do with what we talking about? Just like Santana,
everything.
Stick on
it has everything to do with what we're talking
about. Santana says stick
Answer
to
the question.
topic.
Answer the question. I am sticking to the topic. Answer the question.
You're going around.
Also, I just want to call out that apparently this is Solid's live. So like I don't understand why you keep invoking me, because people are coming up requesting Solid.
You said stick to the topic.
Shouting out
can I
Solid,
debate
so
against the DNC?
No,
bro, I'm not answering nothing unless it has to do.
Shut up for a second. No, you can't debate against the DNC because they pay me. You trying to fuck up the church's money, Solid?
My bad. Get your bag. Come on, political man. You're running away from this question, and I think it's just because you're afraid to get beat. And so I'm just gonna take the W here in a couple seconds. All right. How about this? I'll answer it for you. Maybe you just don't know. The rites of passage in Kenya marked the transition from boyhood into manhood.
You're not teaching me anything.
Do we agree on that?
You're not teaching me anything, bro.
Okay, so I didn't teach you anything. So you agree that the rites of passage, in Kenya are the transition from boyhood into manhood.
Bring it to America, dog. We're not in Kenya. America.
Okay, Sweet 16.
America.
The reason why we do see Sweet 16 birthday parties is to celebrate the transition from girlhood into womanhood.
Well, that girl ain't no woman until she over 21. Because her mind ain't developed.
We have a 21st birthday party to transition the celebrate the transition from girlhood into womanhood.
They need to check your phone, dog.
Good. No, I agree. You don't become a woman until you're an adult. And we have the 21st birthday celebration to celebrate.
But you're trying to go there, though. I ain't gonna let you go there.
Okay, no. So we agree.
Listen.
We agree that you can transition from girlhood into womanhood. We agree.
No, you don't transition at no 16 or 15. When she over 21,
why do we have a Sweet 16? Then why do we do Sweet 16
I have no idea. I'm not in that culture. I have no idea.
Because it's gross. That's why. Because patriarchy is fucking gross. That's why. Listen, what I want you to do is just engage honestly. Now, you was up here doing all this shouting, scolding Santana. Oh, why you don't talk about this?
Santana called me a coon
You're
yesterday.
not versatile. You don't know how to do things. You don't know the shit that you talking about sounding like nigga off of Tropical Thunder. All right? What I need you to do is engage honestly. Show me that you are a smart man, political, and engage with the things that I'm asking you honestly, bro. You've been running.
Show me you have common sense. You think men, you said that trans women can be in women's sports.
You're terrified.
You said trans women can be in men's sports. When you bring common sense, I bring some knowledge.
Hey, Solid, give me a second, okay?
Yeah, what's happening?
A second.
Bring the common sense first.
Shut up, political. Hi, how are you?
Hello, Santana. How are you?
Good. Did you come up here to talk to this Kadunka Chud?
I did. It sounds like he wants to know more about trans people, specifically trans women. And since I am one, I thought I could enlighten him.
Absolutely. Just FYI, keep me updated on the ripcord. Okay?
Got you.
Nobody got a problem with trans women. We just don't want them in women's sports. Y'all say y'all protect women, so protect them all the way, not halfway.
How many trans women are in women's sports?
Very low number.
Specifically?
Very low number.
Oh, okay.
But that could easily go high if don't nobody do nothing about it. That's how it starts, right?
Can you name them?
I don't know, man. I don't try to understand their name. I'm worried about the woman they beat and took the trophy
It's because you don't care.
No, I'm worried about the woman they beat and took the trophies from. I'm not worried about their name. I'm worried about that woman.
Give me 1 second. I feel like I need to talk to him one more time. Hey, political? How old are you?
Yo, what's up? You always get him the edge. I noticed that. You always get him the edge.
The question is, how old are you?
How old am I? I'm old school, dog. I'm Gen X. We don't play that, bro.
How old are you?
I'm Gen X. Look up Gen X age group, bro.
Sure, that's a range.
It's so fucking corny.
It don't matter, dog. We don't play that, dog. We Gen X got to we got to bring the common sense back, because y'all.
I'm gonna assume at the very least you're 18, or hell, at the very least you're over 30. Please actually engage in a conversation. Conversations aren't yelling over other people. It's not like saying random words so people aren't like saying certain things. The only reason that you're still up here on my panel right now is because of the two people who are actually entertaining a conversation with you. If you are unable to have a conversation with them, then I'm going to move off of this. So like, do your best to act like a normal human being that knows how to have a conversation. Okay.
Bro, you got to call them out too.
If you are if this is an issue with 3 people now, myself, Solid, and I'm just gonna say me because I'm gonna keep messing up your name if I try to say me, Tria. If you're having the issue and like the issue occurs with 3 different people, then you're the common denominator.
It depends on what platform you're on.
That doesn't make sense. That literally,
if you go to a platform that everybody disagree with your topic, you go be the lesser too, dog.
What platform you on have to do with having a conversation? This is stupid. Anyway,
your platform is pushing agenda.
Mitria, floor is yours.
They're not playing the victim with the agenda comment, but anyway, I honestly, what I've come to find is that this is becoming a bigger topic again right now, because their side, the regressives, I don't call them conservatives, I call them regressives, because they're regressing the country. They're not conserving anything. Regressives are losing and they see it in front of them. So now they have to move back into another trigger topic like transgender people and people in sports. So my question is, political man, what do you think that you're saving women from?
Well, y'all said that Trump went into the locker room, at the beauty pageant, right?
Oh, no, we didn't say that. He did.
Okay. So let's start with that, okay? And now let's bring it into the sports. So if they got a down there, they don't need to be in that woman's locker room. Am I lying?
Why?
Okay, so that means you're saying Trump was okay with it too, right?
No, because
okay,
Trump
so what's the difference?
Trump
what's
went
the
in there
difference?
for a different reason. See,
what made the difference with Trump and them? A wig?
Yeah, sure. No, not a wig, actually. It's the intent. And actually what happens is when a straight cisgender white man goes into a teenage girl's locker room or dressing room for a pageant, he's going in there with the intention to take mental pictures so he can go spank it later, because that's what their intent is. It's disgusting.
That's hearsay. You just put in words.
Trans women in women's locker rooms are simply there to use the locker room for its intended purpose.
How do you know that?
Here's what's funny about you, though. You actually just told on yourself. And that's what's hilarious about this, because when you think about trans women in locker rooms, you think that they're going in there for nefarious purposes.
We don't know.
That just tells the 1,400 people in this room on TikTok and however many are listening on YouTube that you have the intention of going in there to be foul and disgusting. That you told on yourself.
It's not their intention. It's to make the woman comfortable. Am I lying? So you don't care about women. You care about their intention and their feelings, right? See, you just told on yourself. You just told on yourself.
Hey, political, why the fuck are you yelling?
The volume speaks volumes.
Okay, I'll tone the voice down, but you just told on yourself too.
No, I didn't. I am actually calling you out.
You said intent. You didn't care about what the women feel when they walk in that locker room.
The intent of a trans woman using a woman's locker room is for the purpose of the locker room.
Okay, but what about the purpose of the woman's comfortability? Do you care about women?
Let me just tell you something funny.
Answer the question. Do you care about women or you don't?
You can't control how people are comfortable.
But you care about the content and the feelings of the trans woman. Gotcha.
Do you want me to answer your question?
Yes, go ahead.
People are going to be uncomfortable no matter what. There's multitudes of reasons. You cannot control people's comfortability around you. I can't control if people are comfortable around me. All I can do is act accordingly and be who I am and do what I'm doing and be there for the purpose in which that locker room is intended. I can't control if you're comfortable around me or not. And that's not my job anyway.
Let me know when you're done. I don't want to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what about women's space? So you don't care about their space and how they're feeling when you walking in there and you sitting there butt naked? You don't care about that? How they feel? I thought we care about women's space.
I just said I cannot control how people feel. I can't control.
So you can't control how I feel about y'all in the locker room. Boom.
And guess what? You can't control.
What?
The fact that sports organizations are still going to have trans women in them. So I guess we're both going to cry tonight.
Okay, so listen. We don't have to agree with everything you agree with, because I'm old school. Back in the day, it was all men, all women in their sports. Nobody got mad at each other. Everybody was happy. The women won their trophies.
Name 5 women's sports teams.
Excuse me?
Name 5 women sports teams.
5 women's sports teams. Okay, we got
You got 10 seconds.
No, don't ever put a demand on a grown ass man.
9,
Sparks,
8,
Sparks, Fever.
7, 6,
you know the women's sport, volleyball,
5,
track.
No. Now
4,
you started. I said teams, and
3,
you started going from teams to sports.
Sparks,
2,
Fever,
So the only 2
Minnesota,
teams you know is
Olivia.
the Sparks and the Fever.
Oh, what does that have to do with me cooking her?
Oh,
or
well,
him
first and
up there
foremost,
in the box.
First and foremost, you're not cooking shit, you fucking donut.
I cooked him. I cooked him with common sense. I cooked him.
Excuse me.
Is
the gas on?
Give me 1 second, everyone. Political man. You couldn't name 5 women's sports teams. That's fine. I heard you mention the WNBA. Name 7 WNBA players. Sent your request to come off mute. Name 7.
Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham. We got who we got?
10, 9.
We got
8, 7, 6.
And that has nothing to do with what I'm saying though, because I watch men's sports, but it doesn't mean I don't want y'all to. It has
When's
nothing
the last
to do
time
with
you
that.
went to a WNBA game?
It ain't my thing. I just don't want men in their sports interrupting. I got
the last time you went
y'all
to a
mixing
WNBA
apples
game?
and oranges. You can't mix apples and oranges with common sense.
Can you answer my question directly? When's the last time you went to a WNBA game?
I've never been to a WNBA game, but I don't want men. But when I do go, I don't want to see a man slam dunk it.
What do you think about Asia Wilson's new shoes?
Asia Wilson's new shoes? I guess it didn't outsell Sophie Cunningham. So hey, and Coach Sophie Cunningham was common sense. So look
The
who sold
question
more.
I have
Sophie
is, what do
Cunningham.
you think about Asia Wilson's new shoes?
I don't care about them because I ain't gonna purchase them. Are you gonna buy them?
Yes,
For
actually,
yourself?
yes.
gonna wear 'em?
Actually, yes.
Okay, good for
See,
you.
the
Buy
point
Caitlin
that
Clark's
I'm-
too.
the point that
So are
I'm
you gonna buy
drilling
Caitlin
home-
Clark's too, or because she white,
The
you ain't
point
gonna?
that I'm drilling home is you're performative, right? You're performative. That's why you don't know how many transgender women are playing in NCAA sports. That's why you don't know women's teams or the players. That's why you don't actually patronize the actual like entities of women's sports. You don't put your money where your mouth is because you don't actually care about these things. You're just a hateful old bigot. Like you just want to run around and talk about, well, this is how it used to be. And then he fucking ran. He ran. He literally ran.
Santana, that's because we were cooked.
Yeah. But see, this is why I don't talk to them about this stupid shit. Like I hate justifying people when they want to talk about, like, you know, Donald Trump walking into the, like, what the fuck are we talking about that for? And then for them to sit there and pretend like, oh, men and women's sports, like it's all fucking disingenuous. They just want to be hateful. Like fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. I apologize for interrupting, but it was so.
I just know there is no issue of men playing in women's sports.
Oh wait,
there are
he's back.
0 men playing in women's sports.
He's back.
There are 0 men playing in women's sports.
Exactly.
Trans women are women.
I accidentally hit the wrong button.
That's
You didn't run me
old and
nowhere.
stupid.
You didn't run me nowhere. No, I got common sense.
You're
You
old
being
and
brainwashed by the DNC.
You're
They paying your pockets, so of course you're gonna say what they
man.
want you to say.
You're literally yelling at the wind because you're scared that you don't know how things work.
No, you can't go over here and say name
you
7 players.
You
Naming
just
7
figured out
players
how
has
to
nothing
take
to do with
yourself
a
off
man.
mute like 30 minutes ago. Prior to 30 minutes ago, you had no clue how to unmute yourself. You're terrified that you don't understand how the world works. And so instead of actually trying to educate yourself or hell, even seek understanding, you lash out because things aren't the way that they used to be. You want to get back to a comfortable space where you felt like you know things. That's literally a part of becoming older, right? The older we get, the more we long for those familiar things that we're used to. And so now you're looking around and you don't understand things. And instead of seeking understanding, instead of actually trying to see the humanity in people, you would rather lash out and try to get back to where you used to be. Guess what? You can never go back to that, and you're going to die anyway. So if you're going to die anyway and you can't actually go back, why not just try to be a better person instead of just lashing out on people? That doesn't even make sense.
You want me to talk or what?
I just want you to stop being a piece of shit.
See, you going with the names. Every time I start cooking, y'all start cursing me out.
Wait, you don't like
you
labels?
conceded yesterday. You conceded when you called me a coon and disabled my phone.
You don't like,
remember that?
You don't like.
How did I disable your phone?
You said you got to go, coon. Bye.
How did I disable your phone?
So that means you conceded because I was cooking.
Well, were you being
you're so
a coon?
old and stupid. You don't even know what that means.
See,
like when you get kicked, I disabled your phone.
As soon as you start cooking the left, they start calling you names.
For sure. I only got 2 minutes anyway. I'm gonna play with them for a little bit. Were you being a coon?
Listen, the biggest coons in the world are the black Democrats for voting 80 years and didn't get a damn thing. That's the coon right there. Y'all need
That
to go
doesn't
again.
answer my question. That doesn't answer my question. Were you?
The coons are the ones keep doing the same thing and ain't getting nothing. That's the coon.
That's another dodge. That's another dodge.
Okay,
That doesn't
I
answer
got
my
your question. Go
at all. Yeah, were you being a coon?
I just told you. The coon
you
is
didn't.
the one that's hosting the show.
That doesn't answer my question. Okay, so that's 3 times. Every time we reach 3 dodges, I'm just gonna claim a W.
Look, y'all love claiming little stuff for no effort. Y'all want everything easy.
Okay, all right. Let's see you put in some effort real quick, okay?
Okay.
Real quick. Republicans, you hate our country. Let's talk about that.
Okay, what's your question, dog?
No, I don't have a question. My claim is that Republicans hate our country because they continuously siphon wealth from the lower class and give nothing in return.
Oh, so let's talk about that then. Let's talk about that. What about that $20 billion Governor Newsom's supposed to help the black homeless, which I don't see no illegal homeless downtown. All I see is black illegals wearing Jordans. They in Ross spending big money. They got housing. They got everything. Talk about that. What about those black folks?
What are you doing?
What about those black folks?
Do you think you're Africa Bambaataa? Like, what are you doing?
What about those black folks?
What are you doing?
If you care about black folks,
ain't no way. He's eating
that's
a
the
Slim
Democratic
Jim.
Party that's putting them out there on the
so
homeless street.
fucked. You see it too, Solid, right?
Yeah, he's eating a Slim
TikTok,
Jim, you dingleberry.
TikTok, this is a beef stick. It's literally a beef stick. There's no fucking substance.
Show me one illegal homeless. I give you $20.
Shut up, you old turd. That's bullshit. This is literally a beef stick.
It's a beef stick. No pause.
No pause.
Yeah. Yeah, so you pivoted. Republicans continue to siphon money away from the working class and they give nothing in return.
No, you're wrong.
All right.
Listen, No, you're wrong.
Okay. All right. Cool. So
Democrats
the
give you
repeal of
food
broad-based
stamps and
categorical
Obamacare.
eligibility. Excuse me. The repeal of broad-based categorical eligibility was siphoning away from public sustenance programs. That money went into the defense budget. And defense budget is notoriously doled out to defense contractors. So they siphon money away from the working class and then put it in the pockets of billionaires. Do you have any counter evidence?
There's fraud on both sides, dog. Fraud on both sides.
That doesn't answer the question at all. Do you have any counter evidence?
Listen, I go by
That's
common
literally
sense,
a
dog.
concession.
I told you, I go common
That's
sense.
literally a concession.
I'm
because
bringing
if it
common
happens on
sense
both
back.
sides,
I'm going by what I see.
Stop talking real quick. You're not as smart as me. If you're saying it happens on both sides, then you are conceding that it happens to Republicans, right? That happens.
I'm
on
not
the
conceding
Republican
anything.
side.
I'm conceding that you only talk about
listen.
the other side. You don't call
Stop
your
saying
you
you
don't
didn't
call your
concede,
side out.
and stop talking while I talk. I'm smarter than you, and what I have to say is more
you think.
important. You
No
literally
common sense.
conceded. Let's do common sense. If two parties does something, right? That's proof that one party in the group of two is doing something. Yes?
He didn't realize I muted his mic because he's old and stupid.
Yeah, bro, you're cooked, bro. You're actually really bad at this. You should give this up. You should go do something else. You should find another hobby. Maybe like model boats, those remote control boats.
His common sense is working overtime, yeah.
Yeah.
What does the Democratic Party do for black people?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm not here
Exactly.
to defend the Democratic Party.
You don't care.
I don't like the Democratic Party. Yeah, no, I'm anti-Democrat. I'm anti-liberal. I'm anti-Republican. But you like Republicans. So I mean, your job here is to prove that Republicans.
How you know I
don't
like
suck.
Republicans? I never said anything about liking Republicans.
Oh, so you don't like Republicans?
I'm common sense.
So you don't like Republicans?
I don't like either side. I'm common sense.
Good.
I'm common sense.
So then Republican policy is something that should be rejected, yes?
Hey, let me just call this out really quickly because it seems like some people are confused. Some people are requiring or saying like, oh, didn't he get permaban? No, this guy did not get permaban. We didn't even do I don't think we did a kick fund for him, but the permaban was for BGB, and that was on Sunday. This isn't BGB. We did a permaban on BGB on Sunday. This is wait, is this BGB? Political man, are you BGB?
I don't know who the hell that is.
I don't think this is him because like BGB, you're saying, yeah, I don't think, no. And yeah, Ari said, no, this is not him because BGB, one, I can like, no, this isn't him. Like I know the sound of his voice. Also, like the political man is having an issue with impulse control, but it would be way worse if it was BGB. This is, you guys are, no, that's not him. Go ahead and finish up.
All right, no, I've claimed like 3 dubs. I'm
okay,
good.
so here's my stance.
Here's my stance. Can I debate Hulk Hogan?
Here's my stance.
You gotta go to hell to do that.
Here's my stance.
I'm gonna text you.
All right, bro.
So he conceded, he left. He conceded, he left.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, you gotta take a
Santana.
stand, it don't help to hide.
Can I ask you a question, Santana?
Well, you
Santana,
hurt
can I
my
ask you a question?
friends, you hurt my pride. I gotta be a man, I can't let it slide.
Can I ask you a question,
am
Santana?
real American. Fight for what's right for every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for what's right. Let me ask you something, brother. Mitria, did you have something else you want to talk to him about?
No, I was just enjoying the serenade. I'm all good. He's not gonna get it. He's got
Can I
common
ask
sense.
Santana a
Remember?
question? Can I ask Santana a question?
Sure, political man, you can. But first, I
Okay,
have one
Santana.
quick question for you. What did the 5 finger say to the face?
Oh, you about to kick me.
Slap! Fuck out of here. Mitra, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me up. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for all the love. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
Thank you.
I don't understand people like him. That was so pointless. When the fuck is this actual limitation going away? Like, what the fuck is happening? I was literally that was literally a beef stick. That was a beef stick. That was a beef stick. Like, what the fuck is happening? That was a beef stick. Fucking TikTok. Oh, TikTok. Fucking TikTok. Give 5 to 10. I think it's been at least that long. Yeah, it's a beef stick from TikTok shop. Arby's, we have the meat. The fuck? Keep that shit to yourself. Nobody wants your overly aggressive ass meat. I don't think this person's gonna load. Once I rose above the noise and confusion. W's in the chat for Chrissy for the $6 or Kara. Hey Kara 44. Hey, W's in chat for Liz for the future encounter. Let's fucking go. Yes, I did take my ADHD meds. W's in chat for Kara for the $6 donation saying the dance, please. I'm sorry. Santana, it was that good. Always learning something new from you. Halfway through 1619 project. My God, keep slaying. Absolutely. W's in chat for you. I don't know what dance you're talking about. I have no recollection of any dances. I don't see where I'm from. Me and my homies, we don't dance. We just pull up our pants. And at times we would do the rock away, which that would just be us leaning back. We would lean back. Me and my homies don't dance. We would always pull up our pants and we would rock away and lean back. So yeah. That was in chat for J Hops for the $5 donation. Bro literally said he's worried about the trophy being taken by women from a man. He doesn't care about a woman. He didn't mention women's care. He mentioned the trophy. Exactly. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Period. Can I spam some common sense and automatically? Yeah. Like, I love how they actually just declare themselves winners. Fucking stupid people. That's not how it works. W's in the chat for Jason for the $10 donation. Said political man hit on the head with a frying pan. Lives his life in a garbage can. Political man, he's so depressed or he's a mess. Doesn't feel totally worthless. Who came up with political man? Degraded man, political man. You know what I was thinking when I was reading it? Petey Wheatstraw. Anybody watching know who Petey Wheatstraw is? Any of you guys know who Petey Wheatstraw is? Is it just me? Y'all don't know who Petey Wheatstraw is? Baby, you don't know who Petey Wheatstraw is. I know you don't know who Petey Wheatstraw is. No, the fuck you don't. Stop playing. Y'all don't know Petey Wheatstraw, the devil's son-in-law? Oh, chat, y'all ain't black enough. Oh, chat, y'all ain't black enough. Holy fuck, chat. I don't know if I can fuck with y'all no more. Holy shit. Dope. Yep. No, the fuck you didn't know who Petey Wheatstraw was, baby. Stop it. Stop it. What is Unc yapping about? Yap these nuts in your mouth, you fucking clown. Come up here and tell me what you yapping about. Appreciate it. Dobamite. Way down in the jungle deep. Never mind. W's in chat for Marie for the $6.70 donation. Mitria. Baby, stop it. You know you don't know Dobamite. W's in chat for Mitria and I are rolling our eyes from the locker room. Cis men like political don't need to concern themselves. We as women can speak our own voices. They can sex. God damn it, Marie, I can't say that. I swear y'all be trying to get me canceled. W's in chat for Joseph for the $10 dono. Oh, Joseph, I hope you're still listening. So first sentence said, thank you. Hit me back on Discord. I got you. Also, with the guy referring to LeVar Burton, like he wasn't watching Reading Rainbow or a single book ever. Like facts, followed up by another 10 and say, oh, he came back for one more. You know how I know he's on a raw food diet is because he's never cooked anything in his life. Facts. Also, Joseph, so the thing that I found, and this makes perfect sense, you can have a constitution without a democracy, and you can also have a democracy without a constitution. The constitution is just a framework that sets how the actual entity is going to run, right? So there's different forms of constitutions, but when you talk about constitutions within a governmental system, it's the framework as far as who does what, how that goes, blah, 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 right? So they're completely independent of each other, even though they're closely intertwined. I hope that answers the question directly, Joseph, but that was actually super interesting. I'm glad that you had that question because that was a good one. That was a good one. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for that. W's in chat for Marie for the one. My students insist on calling them meat sticks. Oh, it went away. Fuck, good. My students insist on calling meat sticks so they can scream, let go of my meat. Why you always want my meat? To each other. I appreciate you using the proper name. Enjoy gobbling that meat stick. I did. I did gobble the meat stick. Happy Pride Month. W's in chat for Facee for the one. And you call a reference to call dogma. Yeah, it's literally dogma. Yeah, they don't care about empirical data. Holy smokes. They don't care about empirical data though. That's the fuck part about it. They don't care about empirical data at all. Can we get the audiobook dance? I'm so Roxy, I don't know what audiobook dance you guys are talking about. Does anybody know what Roxy is talking about, the audiobook dance? I'm so confused. Jeff, these people confuse me.
Listen, man. So you had played a small part in my captivity over the weekend. Mm-hmm. They had 12 armed guards, 5 attack dogs, shock collars. There was a chain on my ankle.
What happened?
Because you conspired with my management to trap me in my office so I could record the audio book of my book.
The what? you recorded what? What was that?
The audio book of my book.
Audio
And so now the audiobook is not just like, this wasn't just like they trapped me in my office chat. They didn't just trap me in my office to record it. They said I had to mix, master, everything. And so now the audiobook is up and ready to go. And Santana owes y'all something about chaps. I had nothing to do with that.
I'm not familiar with chaps. Chap lips. That's why I always have this, so my lips don't get chapped.
Maybe the mods can shed some light on exactly what that means. Somebody said chaps.
Right, here, I got you. Here, I'll share. I'll share. Take as much as you guys need. I think we're good now.
So the name of the book is If You Have to Explain It. Subtitle is It Doesn't Say What You Think It Says. And it's about the Bible. Everybody's favorite book to talk about. And if you ever seen me like do these debates, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. The Bible don't actually say nothing for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like it says what you want it to say.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So in my book, like I go through different passages and show how different groups of people interpret those passages, mostly in good faith, trying to come to a conclusion, and they all come to different conclusions using the exact same words. So that leads to my conclusion that it doesn't really say anything because everybody thinks it says something else. We also go over passages where the text is very clear, and then when trying to follow it, they like people who like really regard it as authoritative just massage it to mean something else anyway. Mm-hmm. So again, it doesn't say anything. If you want a copy, hit the link in my bio. You can get it on ebook, you can get a physical copy, and you can get the what was that third way? Santana?
I'm not sure.
So you can get the ebook, the physical copy, and
I don't know.
Ari, what's the third way you could get the book? Like ebook, physical copy? I don't remember what the third way.
Audiobook.
See, the voice so sultry, unmatched the. Anyway, that's cool. Yeah, the audiobook. So you can get any of those three.
Debbie's in the chat. Ari, you got real muffled, Jeff.
You're
one. I need your email address.
Okay.
So I can send you your copy. But also tell them about the cool shit that you do.
Okay. Well, first of all, Jeff, you give Sonny a treat. I know what that whining is. Sonny wants his treat. Give Sonny their treat. Two, yeah, we got book club going on. And so I'm still in the middle of distributing, but this weekend, thanks to chat, we were able to distribute 20 books, audiobooks, physical books, digital books. We're in the middle of distributing it, but those are going out right now, thanks to chat, chat. Also, 20 copies of Jeff's book, That as well. Yay! I wish I saw the sound. Yeah, I need to saw the soundboard. So That. So if you guys want in on our next book club, we are going to be reading Wretched of the Earth by Frantz Fanon, which is a huge book that Noah has been yelling at me about to get reading on. So know in the chat for that. And so we're going to be reading that. I haven't set the date yet. I'll probably set it tonight because today's my off day from streaming. So I'm going to work on focusing on getting out the books for our winners tonight, and then also setting up next book club. But it's definitely going to be next month where we're going to be reviewing Frantz Fanon. So if you guys went in on that, check out the links in the bio. And all you got to do is apply because it's all for free. Did I say it right? Yeah.
There are some stipulations.
Yes, you do have to be 21 Sorry, we read on and do analysis around white supremacy, and white supremacy is extremely violent, and so we just want to make sure everyone is of the capacity to fully engage in the text authentically. And two, no Nazis, because
No
put them to the
Nazis.
wall. No Nazis, put them to the wall. They're not allowed in. So that's what the application process is for, to vet for if you're 21 plus, and if you're a Nazi or not. And so check that out. And all you have to do to get into the book club giveaway is actually attend the book club meeting. You're entered into a raffle, and then we just spin the wheel and see if you win.
Also, people were saying, what's the name of the book again? It's The Wretched of the Earth by Frantz Fanon.
That is it.
That book was so interesting. So interesting.
There's that one is a huge Noah suggest, and then Sean suggests another Frantz Fanon book, which is Black Skin, White Mask.
That's not available in the US.
Really? Because I have a physical copy.
And I turned on my VPN and it still wouldn't let me get it. So I need to figure out which country I can pretend to be in so I can get it. But it would not let me get that one.
If it's banned in the US, it's something good.
Fucking
it's
crazy.
Something good. If it's banned in the US, it's something. If we get silenced by reading it, it's something we need to fucking read.
I was like, I literally started popping on and trying to figure out which country. Yeah, it was just interesting.
Yeah. But that's book club for y'all. Check out the links in the bio to join. It's a reading space because our education system does a terrible job of addressing literacy. So for us in the Discord, we started from the beginning of literacy, and those found at the beginning of literacy is actually just generating a love of literacy. So I don't hold you guys to reading any of the books. The only person I hold to reading the books is me. I read every single book in book club. And you can just join in and listen, join in the conversation. Actually, Santana, I forgot to tell you, this was the biggest book club we've had so far, to the point where they needed to boost the server to be able to fit everyone in.
Guess who was in there?
Was management there?
Yeah, but I was too, because she was. I saw you up on the stage. I saw you up on the stage. I was in there. I don't like Discord, but I saw, she was like, look how many people in here. I was like, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, there were so many people. We had to boost the server. I was like, I think we may have to stream this on Twitch, guys. There's too many people. That's so exciting.
That's fucking awesome.
It was. So awesome. We had over 60 people in there, which is the biggest book club we've had yet. Everyone was hopping up and down, which is the most engagement we've had in book club, where everyone wanted to talk about it, add their input, which is awesome. I love that you guys are getting really comfortable with book club and wanting to add your own voice to it, which is amazing. Anybody can request up and down. It's a space that anybody can get in dialogue. So this was the most exciting book club. And of course, I cried at the end after we watched the Bad Bunny Super Bowl and did like analysis from the book onto the Super Bowl.
I'm telling you, after I finished the book, like it made sense. Like I didn't, I thought it was, when I watched it in real time, I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. Like I don't know what's happening, but this is cool. But then after the book, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We did some analysis of the Super Bowl now that people have the context from the book. And then I cried at the end, say thank you, everybody, for paying attention. But yeah, no, it was a most amazing, fruitful book club for me yet. So that was really exciting. Thank you, Santana. Thank you, community. It was so exciting. And W management, because we just stand management, period.
Yeah.
Period.
We do. I'm almost done with like my current book. And so this is the thing about this book. Let me make sure that I want to get the title right. This is the thing about my current book, Ari. I'm trying to make sure that the book doesn't turn me into a conspiracy theorist. I'm going to flash this on the screen. I'm trying to make sure that I don't go down like a rabbit hole of like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. But the one thing that I try to keep in mind, the one thing that I try to keep in mind is the fact that like, I feel like I already knew the shit without knowing the shit. but this is the book that I'm currently in the midst of. It's super long. One Nation Under Blackmail, the sordid union between intelligence and crime that gave rise to Jeffrey Epstein. And Ari, I don't know, like, if you've looked into this at all or how much you may or may not know, but like the biggest things that I've gotten from this book is one, how much the mob and the government works together. Two, how all the banks are connected and where they derive from. And three, everybody in DC is gay. Like, just everybody. And not only is everybody in DC gay, but like they blackmail the shit out of each other for being gay. I know that like I didn't realize that at the same time that the Red Scare was happening, they had the Lavender Scare. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, no, the Lavender Scare is very much so a real thing.
I had no clue. I hadn't even heard about that.
Yeah, that's why they had to also start putting laws in around it about the because people were literally killing queer people because they thought that they were gonna do something, and they were saying it's because they're gay. Like they literally thought queer people were going to like do something, like kiss them or whatever, and they would just go around killing queer people. It's really bad.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
The CIA, and you know, I'm not gonna say the word, but like it was just because it's a slur, but the CIA had the F files, where they just like they called it the F files, and it was just like detailed dossiers on gay men in DC. Like the shit's crazy. It's crazy. Like how all of it's connected, like how all of it's intertwined. Like the blackmail, right? The fact that these people within these different entities, they blackmail each other to get into positions of power, and then they blackmail each other so their secrets won't be exposed. It's wild. It's wild. And even more so, like the connection with Mossad and like how intertwined it is, and then like why Jeffrey Epstein was able to do what he was able to do. Like this shit's crazy. And I'm just trying not to become a conspiracy theorist, though.
You got to be careful because you start teetering on the edge too far, then you tip, and next thing you know, you over here selling herbal supplements.
Listen, fucking sea moss. Me and Boom hosting a live together, talking about Bill Gates taking the seeds out of all the fruit.
See, it's super close. You got to be careful because, like, what people don't recognize is like, all right, how conspiracy theories form is they take a little bit of truth and then they take it a completely different direction because they do not want to admit what is actually happening, which is like white supremacy. So they got to make up shit.
Yeah. And the one thing that I appreciate about this book is they, like, depending on what they're talking about, they tell you like, this is things that we have empirical information on. This is things that we have like credible firsthand accounts of. And these are rumors that are unsubstantiated, right? And it clearly creates separation between those things, so you know where you are. But it gives you enough in like those rumors to like, hey, I can connect the dots. So, like, one of the rumors is like the parties that they were having. Gosh, what is it called? In the blue something club or blue? I can't remember, but like.
Pink Pony Club. Sorry, couldn't help it.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah. I did want to highlight really quick because your chat said it where they were talking about the female trees. So I listened to that whole live. I listened to him up here. And so here's what I mean by conspiracy theories to have a little bit of truth, but then they take it in a completely different direction where there is truth to the fact that like they got rid of female trees, right? But they got rid of female trees in terms of capitalism to privatize them, right? So like not accessible to the public, right?
Yeah,
so that's where, yeah, they're not completely gone. They're just inaccessible to the public because there was a period in time where you could go out to a park and pick fruit. And they said, nah, because we can't profit off of that. So they got rid of it. So like, it's not completely wrong. It's just a misunderstanding of what actually happened.
Announcement. Last call for people who want to volunteer to be mods on all platforms. Email K. No DMs, please. Read this off before the end of the live. Also, if they already sent an email, don't send a second one. Thank you and have a great rest of your day and live. I think that last part was for me. Yeah, guys, if you want to be a mod, I think we're taking like preferential mods for YouTube, but email K.
You know I still got super mod, right?
I keep forgetting to take it away.
Cause like there's only so much effort I could put into fighting the demon that says drop him whenever somebody says something stupid. And I just look at my phone, I'm like, but Santana will be mad, and the demon go, drop him anyway. I'm like, but that's not what the mod powers is for. That demon is super persuasive. I don't know how much longer I could hold them off. And I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. So we what it is, because you know TikTok only gives you 30 spots for like a mod. And so we try to keep one slot open for like friendlies for exactly what I did with you when you guys come up and then like I need to give you mod power to do whatever. And so you're actually just holding on to like whoever rotation it is at this moment. So
because like think about this. Think about the time like before you and management were like you and management, right? And you might have called management, like y'all was just talking, y'all called management and they didn't pick up their phone, but they was with their girlfriend. And you called a girlfriend, be like, can I talk to management real quick? She didn't pick up the phone. That's a regular thing, right? Have you ever, let's say me and Solid was chilling, and you call Solid to talk to Solid, and he ain't pick up. Would you call me to talk to Solid?
Maybe if you guys were chilling.
But then see how it sounded weird in your ear? You see that? And you know the two of us. So when that dude came up talking about, can I talk to Solid? I almost dropped. I swear on everything I love.
Yeah.
I was like, doop, doop. The demon was like, what kind of goofy, weird shit was that?
Solid just got a kick out of it too. It's in the comment section laughing his ass off. He thought it was hilarious. Hey Joanna, check the message in the mod chat. We got to figure out what you're doing. Like, have you already ordered a copy of? Fuck it, just answer here. Joanna, have you already ordered the copy of Jeff's book? Because if not, then Sam wants to give you the copy that I'm getting for her. So Joanna, have you ordered Jeff's book yet?
I was crashed out in the comments too with that. You know why? Because why do men love talking to other men about patriarchy? That shit irritates my ass. I hate it.
Yeah. I don't understand like why they do any of the shit that they do. I just say we.
He said, I want to talk to another man. Yeah. I'm like, bro, and I'm chopped liver.
Joanna, in the mod chat, can you drop your email? Because I'm gonna order the books today. Because management said order their books. Make sure you order Ari's first, but order their books. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get their books. So I gotta
management.
I gotta order.
Management.
Nah, because what you mean, you know Solid enough to be like, yo, let me talk to him, but you don't know he goes live. That's a lie, right? Like, what you mean? Like, we know, we see what you're doing. You wanted to have a date out in public with my man. That's what you was doing in my face.
Yeah.
That's crazy work. Did I say my man? I meant my friend, my good friend, Solid.
My man. Nah, you already said it. Too late. It already came out.
My man.
My man.
You know what? I said what I said, but
there you go.
In my face too. That's crazy.
It's okay, Jeff. And you know what? I don't know about you, Santana, or you, Solid. I can feel when Jeff's about to drop some. I'm like, it's coming. And the drop is coming.
Jeff just be doing that shit. He's like, you know what? You can request back. And I always think to myself, you know they're not going to request back, Jeff. What the fuck?
I feel it in my soul. I was like, Jeff's about to do it. I
Jeff
already
would just
know
say,
it.
you can just request back. Ain't no fucking way they going to request back.
I could hear him trying not to. He's like, I'm trying not to drop him, but I'm about to drop you.
All right. I'm going to wrap this thing up. You guys got anything else?
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye.
Check your texts, because the thing that Phil bro said, I want to talk to you about it, so you know, like it seems so little, but it's so important.
Wait, let's
it
talk
seems
about
like
it
such
now.
a tiny concept.
Unless
you want to talk about it now?
Yeah, unless you want to do it.
No, I want to tell you about it, so you know when you see it again what that means.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about it in a moment, but the moment's so past. It's such a like, so that's why it's not gonna mean nothing to.
You know, I don't give them like oxygen. Like they just irritate me. They don't have substance.
If you reference that, it would be, you'll see a panic. Like the panic attack will be immediate. For real.
Yeah. All right, bro. I appreciate you.
Word.
W's in chat for Jeff. W's in chat for Ari. W's in chat for Solid. I see Sean. W's in chat for Sean. What up, Sean? W's in the chat for Phoenix Eyes for the $5 super chat to say Solid speaks softly and carries a machete. Santana speaks loudly and throw hands. You right. W's in chat for Phoenix Eyes for the $2 super chat to say you ain't cooking anything but trash caller. He was high key trash. High key. Debbie's in the chat for Just Devin for the $2 super chat to say, unlike the caller, I'm Gen X and I act like an adult. Facts. Debbie's in the chat for Shiro for using their 1 month YouTube membership subscription to say, OMG, did you know that the NBA is just the WNBA but with men? Right. Fucking crazy. Debbie's in the chat for Alex for the $4.99 super chat to say, political man. Entire Republican Party Congress snuck in Israel. I combined Israel and Israel military merger with the traitor and treasonous party. Facts. That was in chat for Neon Explorer for the $2 super chat to say the best spoken word delivery of Fat Joe ever. Listen. If you know, you know. You just got to know ball. That was in the chat for Jazzy for the 5 cheered bits to say this guest should have had to define a debate before, because he does not know what the fuck a debate is. Obviously, they don't know shit. They don't. That was in the chat for, I think this person is Zayu over on Instagram, said, yo, I saw your interaction with Officer Tatum on Surrounded, and that put me onto your content. Appreciate it. I appreciate you. Fucking W's in the chat for you. Shout out to you. Let's see. I think that's it over there. Also, fucking special W's in the chat for Shannon. Shannon sent a $65 donation. $65 donation said political man doesn't care about women's safety. He doesn't. Like, they don't care about women. They just want to control them. I want to make sure you guys understand what's happening. Like, they don't actually care about women. They just want to control women. Like, that's all this shit is. They don't care. They just want to control women. So I don't know. All right, guys, look, I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm gonna get out of here. I sincerely, Kay, are you still here? Kay, are you still here? I don't know if Kay's still here or not. I sincerely mean this when I say this. Don't hold me to it. Don't hold me to it, but I sincerely mean it when I say this. I'm going to try to come back and debate again later. Own these nuts in your mouth. Fucking asshat. I'm going to try to come back later. I'm pretty sure I will be back on later. I think so. W's in chat from Melissa for the $2 donation. What's the name of the book that I'm currently reading? It's called One Nation Under Blackmail, Volume 1, The Sordid Union Between Intelligence and Crime That Gave Rise to Jeffrey Epstein. When will you be wearing chaps? Depends on when management wants me to put on a show for her. What up, baby? Anyway, guys, we're going to get out of here. 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 Let us call it. Exile.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats to get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat. W's in the chat for the chat. Guys, I really mean it when I say I'm gonna try to come back this evening. I just got so tired yesterday. I did. I got so tired, but I feel like I got some pretty decent sleep. I need to make myself stay up. I got some shit that I'm gonna try to do, get done, and then that way I can come back a little bit later this evening. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll keep you guys updated. 6, 7. I don't know. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I love you all so very much. I do. Thank you all for being my friend. Travel down the road and back again. Hey, chat. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Thank you for being a friend. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifts and taps and likes and shares. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for being absolutely amazing. I love you all. And as always,